Focus your energy. That's it.
Now, time to torture our stomach and our abdominal muscles. Flip on your back and get ready for stomach crunches. You ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now roll over and we'll work your lower back. Your hands behind the small of your back. Ready for some hypers. Lunge that stomach. That's it. Focus your energy. You ready? Lunge that stomach. That's it. Focus your energy. That's it.
Now let's work some lunges. Keep your legs shoulder width apart. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now let's work your waist. Lay on the right side, one hand behind your neck. Ready? Now let's work the upper body with some push-ups.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing tonight? Yes, welcome to the Vito Show. I'm the host, Vito Duvaldi. Screwed up the stream, but who cares? We are here in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I'll be hanging out. We'll see if my caller comes by. We are here. We are in the zone. You are live with Vito, whose chat room is not working. Cannot see the chat. What's going on today? Well, I'll tell you what's going on, everybody. Biden has won. The storm did not come. The man is live. The man is in the office, and there is no stopping him. So what do we do? Well, we celebrate. I tell you what, because I ain't got no problem with it. But I know some of you do. Some of you seem to have a problem with what has happened here. And we're going to find out about it. Some people want me to do a kick flip. Well, Not going to do a kickflip. Some people are saying that Biden is a hologram. That, yes, that has been programmed, that it's Q in disguise. Now, I obviously do not subscribe to that idea, but if you at home do believe that we have been tricked by some sort of holographic wizardry, well, I want to hear from you. Let me just tweet this out, and hopefully we'll have some people come on by and taking your calls. Is Biden a reptilian? Amarak, $3 in the money hole, says Biden 2024. I think 2023. I think he's going to get there a year early. I think they're going to change up the rules just for him. Satan is taking over. Real quick, I want to see, let's watch a clip. Let's watch my new favorite clip. I'm going to find it over on Twitter. Now, one thing they always say, here's what they say. They say, you know what, no matter how cringe, whatever the right or left may be, at least you'll never catch us having a breakdown the way that the libtards do. Well, Patrick Wrightston with the $4.99 says, loving the streams. I'm having fun with the streams. Right now, I'm trying to do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. We'll see if I can keep it up. It is a bit of a time suck, but if people are loving it, let's do it. You know, I'm having fun. I got to figure out better games to play because nobody wants to watch Death Stranding, but I like Death Stranding. Let's go over to Firefox real quick and watch my new favorite video. This is my favorite one. I don't know if it's my favorite video, but boy, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Where am I getting desktop audio from? I don't know why it says there's desktop audio. Nothing's playing.
This is
President
Trump.
This woman. Let's see. Can I full screen
If you
this?
see this, please save us.
I'm gonna start from the beginning. This is good.
Trump.
President Trump.
If you see this, please save us. I don't even see our American flag anymore. Biden's talking with some kind of crazy flag.
He's got the reptilian flag. The reptiles
This is
won!
America. This is our land.
Reptile fucking nation, baby.
Please,
The lizard
President
people have
Trump.
taken over.
Please, I
Oh.
hope you have a plan.
Oh, we've crushed their spirit.
God, please save us.
Please
from the
save us!
devil, please.
The shapeshifters are coming!
No,
Oh!
I have a panic attack.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
This is
People
our
are saying,
country.
Oh, no.
Our country.
Our country. Our country.
This is awful. God, please
The
save
reptiles
us, please.
won. Deal with it.
President Trump.
The shapeshifters have taken over the seat of government. And frankly, I'm loving it. I think the reptiles are going to do a good job. And I think anybody who's mad at the reptiles does not know what they're talking about. Tonight's guest, who I forgot to make a guest graphic for them, but we'll bring him on anyway, is the great, the beloved Coffin McCune. Coffin, are you there?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, man.
How are you?
I'm good, dude. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Just hanging out, welcoming our new reptilian overlords.
Yeah, they're coming. They're here. They've been here. Well, actually, I'm surprised you don't know this already. Q has ordained it. The reptiles have been here for some time.
Yeah. Well, is Q on the side of the reptiles, you think?
Actually, they were not. It was a little ruse of 4D chess when in fact, it was a 5D chess.
Yeah.
That was a feint within a feint within a feint within a feint, and then one more feint. So you missed a feint.
I wasn't. Yeah, there was a lot going on. Where's your microphone right now?
It's in front of my face. Why? What's going on? Tell me what's... dude, I literally just, signed in, and you're like, here he is, the man.
You got a little bit of extra reverb on you or something, like a little bit of echo.
Oh, strange. I'll try to turn it down.
I just wonder if it's something that you can quickly adjust. If not, it's honestly not that bad. I just wanted to let you know.
How about now?
It sounds better, but it's not as loud. Did you just turn down the volume?
Yeah, I checked it that way. How about now?
I think
Test.
that added some hiss, I think.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Just go back to what you had. I don't know.
Okay, all right. This is what it is. Sorry.
It's all right. What was I gonna say?
I'm pretty unprofessional. Yeah, I
You are
just
pretty unprofessional.
derailed your in.
Oh man, now the
derailed
hiss
your whole
hiss
thing.
has gotten real bad.
I didn't
Tell you
do
what,
anything.
man. Why don't you message me? Spend some time futzing with it. See how you feel. Send me a message
Yeah.
when you think you got a good mic going. Sorry to bring you in early. All right, that's Coffin. We're gonna have more of him hopefully. What else is going on in the news? MAGA's crying, MAGA's dying. The MAGA people are not having a good day. Here was a great picture I saw. The only man to show up at the New York State Courthouse. Very alone. Very sad. I'm surprised. How is he the only guy who showed up? People were saying they're worried they were going to get arrested or something. I don't know. And here's my favorite. Here's my favorite part of the whole thing is QAnon is imploding. The QAnon people have realized that the storm is not a-coming. As you can see, people are saying, I am the laughing stock of my family. Yeah, you bought all those Q t-shirts. What a waste of money that was. You guys realize QAnon was a scam to sell t-shirts, right? Look at this merchandise. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, Q had good merch. That's a good line of merch right there. How the QAnon conspiracy theory went from the fringes to t-shirts on Amazon. On Amazon, baby. So much Q. They started making homemade Q shirts and then they realized, you know, we could make mugs. We could make... Look at this merch. You can't accuse these guys of having bad merch. If anything, that was their thing. $1.69. Matthew says, who's Joe? Joe's your new reptilian king. Deal with it. What can you do? Save the Children is an offshoot of Q. It's their thing. Save the Children means save them from the reptilian Martian pedophiles. Fantastic stuff there. Although people, I guess they have been, Etsy's removing all QAnon merchandise. You can't even grift the shirts anymore. You got to make your own shirt again. Look at that flag. Look at these people. These people dedicated their whole lives to the storm. The storm. I hate to say it. I'm going to make fun of you people for the rest of my life. This is this is embarrassing. Let's be real. Look at you people. You have these little Q passes and your little Q flag, and you come out and you go, well, what's going to happen is Donald Trump. Every day they would change the conspiracy. It would be, well, tomorrow at the Oscars, he's going to take over the Oscars and arrest all the celebrities. Didn't happen. Then they go, well, JFK Jr.'s coming back from the dead. Trump's going to announce him as his running mate. Didn't happen. Then they go, well, it looks like Trump lost the election, but on the day Biden gets sworn in, the storm's coming. That's why they roped it off. That's why they brought in all the military. They brought the military in to arrest all the Martian pedophiles. Well, I hate to tell you this, folks. The Martian pedophiles have won. The Satanists are in charge. I'm going to be the left-winging Alex Jones. That's my new thing. I'm going to be the left equivalent of Alex Jones. And here's what I have to tell you as the left Alex Jones. The Satanists won. Deal with it. The Satanists won. The reptiles won. The shapeshifters won. The holograms won. Suck it up and deal with it. You now live in America enslaved by the reptiles, and you should be happy about it. Because the reptiles know what's good for you. Okay? Deal with it. Suck on it. Now, I wish I could go farther with this, but I'll actually get in trouble if I go full Alex Jones. Full Deep State Derek, as we like to call him. Welcome to the Reptile Revolution, brother! The reptiles have taken over, and I couldn't be happier! Deal with it, is what I'm saying. QAnon, suck it up, you lose. God bless. Let's watch Crying MAGA Woman one more time. Just gotta rub it in.
If you see this,
Took
please
my
save
country.
us.
The frogs are gay, people,
I don't even
and
see
they're
our American
fabulous.
flag anymore. I'm talking with some kind of...
Anyway, I'm just gonna keep rubbing it in. I love this. I love it. I feel bad for some of you guys who you liked Trump. I get it. He had some things to offer, as somebody was pointing out. Did a lot of good in the Middle East. I get it. I like it. But the QAnon people we're gonna make fun of because they deserve it. Let's take a call here. Let's take some calls from the public. If you would like to call in, You're going to see at the top of the screen there's a link, and in the description of this YouTube thing, there is a link. If anybody wants to tell... and if you or anyone you know supports QAnon, please find them and have them call in. Okay, well, let's try and take some calls. Let's talk to Shadow Kruger. Actually, we'll talk to Shadow Kruger in a second. So I'm trying to do this thing where if you are a subscriber, I want to recognize you. So if you are in the chat, Dr. Jeebus is not, Jimbles is not. Trying to see if any of my beloved subscribers are trying to call in today. But if not, we'll just go to the phones. Doesn't look like we got any subscribers in there. So yeah, let's talk to Shadow Kruger. Shadow, are you there?
Yes, hello, Mr. Vito. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm very excited that the Martians are taking over. I think they're going to do a good job.
You know, honestly, this whole thing is insane. Like, and you know, everyone's talking about this whole thing like, you know, oh, it's some political comeback revenge because Trump took everything from us 4 years ago. And it's like, you know, it's not, because, you know, he did some good things, like you were saying, and that's why people really liked him and really appreciated him. And, you know, honest to God, like, the problem with everything that was happening, I'll just be like kind of quick about this, is that if they at least had their day in court for everything that was being talked about with the whole voter scheme, none of the thing would have happened at Capitol Hill. None of it.
I think here's my theory. I think some people would have been happy if it was looked into, sure. I even would have been happy to have something to point out to go, look, man, we looked into all that. Now, there's two different things there, and yesterday I talked about this, is that a lot of the stuff they didn't look into was not like vote stealing. It was, you know, the states had implemented new laws that were like, yeah, you can have mail-in ballots. We're going to have mail-in ballots because of the COVID. And a lot of the lawsuits were, well, we have to throw out all those votes because the states weren't allowed to have that authority to approve mail-in ballots or whatever.
Yeah, because they had changed stuff at the last minute against their own state constitutions, and even a decent amount of Democrats were like kind of concerned, like, hey, what's going on with this?
Sure, but do you consider that is that evidence of, because they were opposing it on technical grounds. I don't think they were saying that those votes were definitely fake. I think they were just saying, you know, you're not allowed to change the rules, so even if these are legitimate votes, we should toss them out. And that was
I mean,
you know,
there's a bunch of
you're told you can vote by mail, and then you can't tell the whole, you know, state, hey, it's okay to vote by mail, and then throw it out afterwards. Like, that creates a whole new host of problems.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that people have had a conspiracy of for the last 60 years that the people don't really get to say who the president is. Like, the government already has it figured out, and it's just, it's crazy. Like, honestly, I think the biggest thing that's going to happen 4 years from now is there's going to be the biggest Republican turnout in history, or there's going to be the biggest decrease in voting history. It's going to be one of those two things.
I think you're getting the second, because you know what it is a lot of people are saying, a lot of former Republicans, frankly, a lot of people came to the Republican Party only because of Trump. They don't like Republicans. They liked Trump. And now that Trump's gone, they don't love the Republicans. They don't like Mitch McConnell, according to what I'm seeing. I think a lot of them think the Republicans kind of screwed Trump over. I mean, clearly Pence didn't back him up. You know, Pence is a traitor, according to Trump. So I think the Republican Party is in a lot of trouble in terms of people came to him because of Trump, and now they're going to leave him because of Trump, because they weren't able to get Trump elected a second time, and they didn't back him up on some of the stuff he was trying to get done. I think these Trump Republicans are not going to be loyal to that party.
Yeah, it's really just like, I mean, obviously it's kind of messed up because the other thing too that's really interesting to think about this is that if this whole voter fraud thing was fake, then why was it being censored? It would have died by itself. But the problem was, and why everyone kept questioning it, was because people kept censoring it.
Do you think it would have died by itself? Because there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there that have not died.
Oh no! I mean, like the biggest conspiracy theories about like JFK.
There's still people who think that Sandy Hook was a bunch of crisis actors, and it's not.
That's ridiculous.
Of people. Yeah, but why is that ridiculous and not voter fraud though? Some of the stuff Trump said at one point that 2.7 million votes were deleted. I mean, you would notice if 2.7 million votes disappeared. We know how many people go into the polls.
Yeah, like I'm not like the full on conspiracy theorist about it. Like it's just interesting to think about with some of the stuff that could have made sense. But I'm pretty sure a big majority of people probably would have dropped it eventually.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and there was no way to overturn it because everyone already knew that it was like the biggest long shot and nothing could happen. Even people who were supporting him were like, no, there's no way that anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is like, yeah, it's nice to say, well, if we had looked into it, everybody would have been sated. But the thing is, it's not like we didn't look into it at all. I mean, we did recounts, we did audits, depending on certain counties or whatever else.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would not have been sated regardless, because here, the other thing is, look, as we were discussing yesterday with somebody, if there's fraud, it's going to come out. It's not going to be secret forever. So maybe you're not going to find the fraud right now. If there's actual voter fraud, like somebody knows about it and someone's going to tell us about it. And if it comes out, things are going to change. You can't just do that and then we go, oh, well, let's just forget about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, it's my belief that I don't think anything is going to come out. Other people's belief is that it's going to be uncovered that Biden and whatever are the greatest criminals of democracy that have ever existed. We will see. But as of now, I hate to say it, there is no hard evidence of voter fraud. And to say, like, oh, well, we could have found it, yeah, maybe. But you don't know for sure. And no
one knows.
Yeah, well, you can't go to court fishing. You can't go, well, we think we're gonna find evidence. No, you have to show up and be like, well, here's what we're gonna go looking for, and here's why we think it's gonna be there, and here's, they didn't bring any convincing evidence of like, here's what has happened and why. A lot of it was like a fishing expedition, and I don't know. I mean, all you guys who think the election was stolen, I really hope that you get what you want, which is proof of this. I'm guarantee there are plenty of independent, conservative investigators who are looking into this. And if you find it, I'll be right behind you saying, let's throw Biden out of office. If we find out the election was fraudulent, I'm totally down with you. We can vote for impeachment. We can redo the election or something. But as of now, you got nothing, and I'm sorry. Go find something. And I'm not trying to like defend the guy. Like I'm just sitting here like a common ground looking at both sides. Like, okay, it makes sense that this could have happened or that could have happened on the left or right. Like I try to be like as neutral as possible online because anything can happen. But it's interesting to look at regardless, even if you don't like the guy. Like it's interesting to sit there and say, okay, could this really have happened? Well, that does bring us to the question of is it big tech's responsibility to censor misinformation? Right now, YouTube started off, you can't talk about Sandy Hook, trutherism, which... Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that, but you had, guys, dozens of guys making videos every day about how these families of dead kids were secret, liars, and it made literally no sense. It made no sense. There's no basis for that whatsoever. Yeah, that kind of stuff is just out there, and that like would make sense if they were trying to like push that to the side. But that's like, I mean, that was obviously a really, really huge deal, and that's understandable. And so is this thing that recently passed, and more than half the country is looking at it like, okay, is this real or is it not? And it would make sense that they would try to monitor it. But in all actuality, it would make more sense to say Facebook and Twitter and all these social media platforms like YouTube, they all kind of help distribute the news, but they shouldn't be the ones to like directly say, okay, you cannot talk about this, you cannot talk about that, because it's kind of like, it's really, really a fine line for everybody on both sides, and even in the middle. Like, it's hard to find the common ground where it makes sense to do it. Well, yeah, maybe it is an all or nothing thing. Maybe you do have to, as YouTube say, it's okay to say that these the parents of these dead kids are horrific liars who were paid off by a secret government plot, which makes literally no sense if you think about it for more than 2 seconds. Maybe you do have to say, well, we can't tell them what to say or what not to say. But then there's the aspect of it where you go, Google's a business, YouTube's a business. It looks bad for business when your advertisers get told, hey, by the way, your ads are going to appear next to some videos. Maybe not on the videos themselves, but in the sidebar or somewhere on the platform. You're on the same platform as people claiming that dead kids are lying actors. You know, I
Yeah.
hate to say that. If you're the, General Electric or Maytag, you're going to say, well, maybe we should stop advertising on YouTube and go to a different platform that has less of those psychopaths. So it's a
Yeah,
very
exactly.
complicated thing for, they're a company. They have to make money. They have to please their advertisers.
Oh, definitely. All of them do.
It's very complicated. I don't know, man.
Definitely
I don't
it
have a
is.
solution. I lean towards reasonable, common sense restrictions on the content on your platform. I think telling parents that their dead kids are actors, I think you can make a reasonable argument that, yeah, take that somewhere else. It makes us look really bad. Voter fraud,
Exactly.
however, is obviously, I do think you could discuss the voter fraud to me. I think because we know that voter fraud does exist in some respect, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's complicated. And I don't
It
know
is,
which way to
and-
feel about it.
It is, and also, sorry if I was kind of going back and forth a lot. I really, really love your content. I'm a really, really big fan of yours, so I just want to say I really appreciate
well,
speaking
thank
to
you.
you.
I'm
I was
always
actually just
confused-
recently,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just recently rewatching your Gillette rant about their commercial about toxic masculinity, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this dude.
I get very righteous about things. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. A lot to think about. You brought up some good topics, and I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
by,
definitely.
man.
Yeah,
All right. That was my good friend Shadow Kruger. Let's try bringing in Coffin, who says that maybe his microphone sounds better now. Coffin?
Hello?
Hello.
How is it?
That sounds a lot better, actually.
Okay, I did some things.
Yeah, you got you kind of got a deep bass going too.
I can crank it down if you like, Daddy.
No, I think it sounds all right. Well, Coffin, real quick for people who don't know you, you have been you have been on the channel maybe a few times, but it's been a while, maybe more than a year, because I kind of stopped doing the show for a while.
You did,
Yeah,
much
what's-
to my sadness.
Yeah, was that your favorite? Was that your favorite thing?
I looked forward to it, yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is I stopped doing the show because, you know what? It was a number of reasons. There was like a lot of stupid politics where people, started getting on my nerves about, oh, I try to call in and you never pick me, and there should be a list, there should be a sign-up list. It's not fair. I got to sit through the show and not get. Here's how the show works: you sit in the thing. If you get on, you get on. If you don't get on, shut up. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll say this. If you haven't been on like 2 shows in a row and you really want to get on, or if you think you got a topic that's really important, sure, send me a message. But I'm tired of these things where people go, I don't understand. You had me on the show last week. You didn't have me on the show this week. But it's random. It's how I feel. Okay? Stop trying to guilt me into... Have you listened to the radio? Do you think Howard Stern has every person on the show that calls in every fucking week? No. In fact, if you want to be on the show more often, be interesting when you're on. Come prepared with like a good topic, something to talk about. Some of you guys, you call in, I go, hey, what's going on? You go, oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Oh, cool, you got anything to talk about? No. Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for calling in and wasting my time. Bring something to the table. Because I tell you what, when I look at the list of callers, and there's somebody I know always has a good topic, always has something to bring to the table, they're gonna get in and prove yourself.
Jesus.
All right?
Well,
Just
that's
don't
quite an
guilt-
act of
I'm
follow,
tired of
dude.
getting guilt. I was tired of getting guilt tripped by the callers. Let's put it that way. And also, I'm lazy. I'm very.
Hey, it's your
lazy.
world, dude. This is Vito's hole. You
This
do
is
whatever you
my
want in your hole.
Welcome to my hole. There is no escape. Anyway, I completely interrupted you with my talk about how important I am. What have you been up to, Coffin? What is on? You still working on that show you were trying to put together?
Yeah, there is a stream show that's going to be happening. Starboy Ryan Star Sailor is going to be a part of it. We'll see what happens though, because I also got a job. Like another job.
Like a fun job or a shitty job?
It's definitely a fun job. So we'll see how much time. But that's not interesting, dude. I want to talk about Q. I want to talk about the reptiles. The reason everybody's listening to me is because I'm a Bay Area music person that's in a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
And that's my expertise. I have a PhD in David ecology, and I know mass amounts about Q and its idiot garbage.
You have researched Q.
Yes.
All right. So what is Why don't you give us a rundown, maybe for those who are completely in the dark, what is Q's primary belief, and where is Q at right now with that belief? What are they doing? What are they trying to get done?
You covered it in your assessment of them being obsessed with like pedophile, reptilian, alien overlords.
Yeah.
So yeah, the course of history has been run by the Illuminati, and they've just changed the name to like pedophile Democrat libtards, who shapeshift. Yeah. And hold secret meetings in the basement of a pizzeria in Washington, D.C., and it is a global network of pedophiles that have basically been drinking the blood of the young. I assume Republican young. I assume the fear stems from these people thinking that they, because of their beliefs, are in trouble of being imbibed by these pervert ritual demigods.
Well, they don't. They believe that it's a global conspiracy. I mean, some of them. That's the problem with QAnon is obviously everybody believes something a little different. I know some people believe that their goal is to harvest children for their fear blood. That's my favorite part of it. Adrenochrome, as we call it. You can you can easily find out anything about that adrenochrome, and in fact, it is a precipitate of adrenaline. That's all it is. It's oxidized adrenaline. Yeah. And it has been being synthesized to really no point since the 80s, when they figured out that it doesn't do anything. They thought it was going to be a somewhat of a mood stabilizer for people with schizophrenia, but it just turns out that it's just an extra alkaloid. So it does nothing. So yeah, you can just Wikipedia that and figure it out for yourself. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is they think the only way, they believe that you have to, in order to properly harvest adrenochrome, you need to first kidnap a child, then you need to horrify that child into submission so their adrenaline starts pumping, and then kill them and harvest their blood to get the good stuff, the good chrome that will help you live forever and stay young. Chrome, dude, that nasty chrome. That sick, delicious chrome that all the kids love. They post pictures of like Obama looking tired, and they're like, see, the chrome's running out. I'm like, oh my God. I think he's just getting old, man. Yeah, it's also like when you're old, you get tired really easily. Like you can walk up a flight of steps and feel fatigue. Yeah. My favorite was when Prince Charles' hands got swole like these weird taxi driver sausages. Yeah. And people were like, looks like he needs another adrenochrome injection. And you're like, okay. Yeah. That's fine. Also, he might just have been... He might have like gout. Like I've seen old dudes' hands get really weird just in my everyday life, and I have no explanation. If I'm looking at a guy on the streets of San Francisco who's like flinging feces and he has swollen hands, does that mean he's like an adrenochrome junkie or just a psychopath who basically has had a hard time? Well, there's a lot going on. Real quick, Blake K with $5 says, Joe is life. Joe is love. Love the government. Absolutely. Love the reptilian overlords. Marcus Phoenix with $2 says Q is imploding. Well, what else what do they have right now? See, what I want to research is, I got to find where these Q forums are, because apparently right now Q does not know what to do or say. I mean, because they believe this was the last chance to for the storm to come. How can the storm come now? The time for the storm is past, Q. Dude. The only thing you can say, like, do they believe what? Are they gonna keep moving the goalposts? Well, they're gonna wait a week into the presidency. They're gonna wait a month, a year into the presidency. That's when the storm's gonna come. 2 years into the Biden presidency, there's no storm. Storm's not coming. Here's the deal. You're too dumb to realize the truth right in front of your eyes, Vito. That's the whole thing. Is that you just don't understand 4D chess. That's your problem. You're a non-believer. You don't belong here. Q is not for you. Yeah, the 4D chess is the stupidest thing I've ever seen anybody put on the internet. I discuss this often, sometimes with people, is that people want to believe that the world has an order to it, that things happen for a reason. You know, that's why we believe in gods and things like that. And that's also how people concoct conspiracy theories, is they go, well, nobody just crashes 2 planes into a building because they're angry at the government. It's got to have more to it. You know,
Right.
it's got to be because there's a secret plot to make money or whatever. And the real world can be quite boring. Sometimes a guy like Joe Biden wants to be president not because he's trying to, trick you into giving up your kids so you can take their blood. I think he just actually wants to be the president, because who doesn't want to be the president? It's not I don't think there's a lot
Look
to
how
think about.
Trump tried to remain the president. The guy tried to break all rules in order to assume the throne more.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be the president. Trump wanted it so bad that he just started making stuff up. So,
Dude.
I don't know. What are you going to say? I found some ancient bacteria. Should I get the other sample? Yeah, we're going for the other sample.
So I should preface though is that I would be open. Listen, dude. I have read David Icke's book Human Race. It's ridiculous, but I've read it because I'm curious. I saw Alex Jones and InfoWars infiltrate Bohemian Grove. In fact, I live like 50 miles away from Bohemian Grove, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm fully aware of the stupid things that people are saying, but I would only request one shred of absolute physical proof to any of the claims. Do you guys remember Jeffrey Epstein? Do you remember when Q really came about? When Epstein was found out and then died?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we don't talk about that anymore because it's not part of the 4D chess, I guess. I guess none of those things that were stated.
They talk about it, but again, even with Epstein, I hate to say it, maybe there was more to Epstein that we never found out about, but the things we found out about, that, he was having 15-year-old, I don't know how old the girls were, 16, 17. I'm like, yeah, him and a bunch of rich creeps were, like, molesting kids. They weren't putting them in cages and taking their blood. It's just a bunch of perverts being perverts. It sucks, and they're awful, and I hope they all go to jail forever. But again, it's not nearly as interesting as anything Q's claim, where these people are reptiles sent from the core of the earth to take. Look, I think there's occasionally stuff like that. Yeah, if you're a rich guy and you want to bang kids, you're probably going to find a way to do it. You might even have an island where you do it. And it sucks. I'm glad we found it out. But try and extrapolate that out and say that means they're trying to take over the government. You got to go farther than we found one guy. Yep. You're going to convince me it's a government takeover plot starring Epstein and his buddies. I don't believe it.
That Macedonian temple, like that facsimile on his island, that's pretty fucking weird, though.
There's a lot of weirdness. But also, look, again, there's guys in the I don't think the FBI says, we're not going to look into. People are looking into it. People have the list of who was there. We've got Guy Slane or whatever. If she dies, okay, I'll be like, something's wrong. Something's very wrong. But at this point, okay. I don't know who killed Epstein. I don't know if he killed himself. I also think, again, I think of the most boring explanation, which is, if you're a billionaire, you probably can find a way to kill a guy in a jail cell. I don't think that means it's a government cover-up. I think it means you pay off a couple guards because you're one rich, weird dude who we don't know exactly who it is. I can't say Hillary Clinton's in on it,
She's definitely a monster, but in terms of, her ability to just kill people at will, I mean, there's no evidence.
Yeah. Real quick,
and obviously there wouldn't be.
Say, are we saying Bohemian Grove is not real? No, we are confirming that Bohemian
it's totally
Grove
real.
Is absolutely real. We know that. And that's why we don't immediately dismiss. I'm even willing to say, you know what? If you find evidence that they're killing kids in cages to take their blood, yeah, I'll look at that evidence. I won't dismiss it out of hand. We gotta have evidence. You can't just say it.
It's true. You can't just say it. That's the problem. No. Here's the deal. You can just say it. However, there's a bigger issue that's something that we've never dealt with the expediency of information, that now when you have like 70 million Americans who somewhat believe it, there's an issue that we have to deal with. I don't know. I'm against censorship. Personally.
Do you think do we need to devote resources to every conspiracy theory that comes up? Like, do we need? Because I don't even think it would matter. Like, what are we gonna do? Do an investigation on the Clintons? Everybody would just say that the investigation is rigged. No one would ever believe anything.
The only issue is when you get a guy like Dump, who basically puts it as an arrow to shoot whenever he feels like it, or to disseminate that information. Like, that's the terror. It's not necessarily the idiot believers. Like, they can believe whatever they want. People, video games don't cause violence. Music doesn't make you kill yourself. You don't become a pervert by just being exposed to bad shit, right?
Yeah.
People still have agency. But when you have a guy who is the example for everybody to, somewhat follow, right? When you have the guy who's sitting in the fucking president's throne saying, I don't pay my taxes. Like, do you think that,
Right.
I mean, dude, who the fuck, who would pay their taxes after that, right? Is like, well, he doesn't do it. Why should I?
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy. He
Why
represents
shouldn't I
all of
make
us, right?
sure
Like,
that- right.
so that's really I think that's really the meat of the issue. It's fuck who, like the idiots who want to believe it, that's fine. But when you have this lady from Georgia, like this complete sycophant, unreal, like just mutant, like wearing a Q face mask,
Yeah.
that's a problem. That's an issue, right? Like that's when you start to give validity to the idiot sort of ideals, right? The only reason I say idiot ideals is because they're completely unsubstantiated. That's the problem. You can't just have somebody be like, guess what? The earth is flat in a position of power like that, right? Because they are in a position of authority that unfortunately does affect and influence people in a mass way, in a more realistic way, right? Books are innocuous. You have to open them up and be able to read the words. But a person, I mean, as we can tell, like everything's set up this way with this sort of peer review, right? When you have somebody that has a responsibility of representation in office that is spewing this hate, this stupid, unfounded nonsense, that's the issue. That's the real problem. But I yield my time.
I yield my time, sir. Do you think now here's something that's been put out, and I agree with this. This was a story actually written by, I believe, a senator. I don't know, in the Atlantic, basically saying that the Conservative Party, if it wants to continue to exist, it has to get away from QAnon. It can't be winking at QAnon anymore. Because a lot of conservatives have said, well, there's millions of these people. Let me give them a wink and a nod. Tell them the Kraken is coming. I mean, when Trump was asked, what do you think about QAnon? He said, I hear there are a bunch of people who love their country. I hate to say it. A bunch of people who think that half of the government is a bunch of Martian pedophiles trying to kill kids and take their blood. You don't say I think they're people who love their country. You say I want nothing to do with these people. I think you as a responsible leader says I'm sorry, but
Yep.
I mean these are people who believe that Hillary Clinton deserves to be dragged into the street and murdered for kidnapping children. I think you have to have the willingness. As a government, you work with Democrats. You have to. They're half the Senate. They're half the House. You have to work with them. You can't tell the group that wants to murder them for being psychopaths that you're on their side. So there's this great story in the Atlantic that I think people should read. QAnon is destroying the GOP from within.
All part of the plan.
And the problem is that they actually have 2 new members in government. As this guy says, the newly elected Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is cuckoo for Cocoa
Psycho.
Puffs. She
Psycho.
once ranted that there's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take this global cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles out, and I think we have the president to do it.
Yep.
This is somebody who is a representative in Congress. We have
Ridiculous.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take this global cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles out. Is that someone who should be serving in the government? No. Don't even answer that. The answer is no. This is just clearly insane. Anyway, this guy talks about how right now there's a lot of misinformation. He blames the left fairly. How can people trust in what they hear when we tell everybody there's a global pandemic going on, and then we tell them, hey, you should go in the streets and protest for Black Lives Matter? You can't have it both ways. You got to be consistent. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. That's the reason nobody trusts anything, because the information's not... All the scientists who came out and said, well, it's more important to protest than to stop this global pandemic. Shut the fuck... You're a scientist. Don't say that. All you have to say as a scientist is... say, well, we respect that you have the right to do it, but we highly encourage you not to. That's the line.
Yeah.
I highly recommend this Atlantic article.
Seems pretty disorganized, doesn't it?
Both sides are
Yes.
up. Both
That's
sides
the
are
whole.
screwing
That's
up.
the whole issue. Is that in order to believe even one iota of the Q revelations, you
Yeah.
have to think that at some point all of these people are somehow organized with one vision. When, as we can see, it's utter chaos. People that are in the same cabinet can't agree on stuff, right? People that are in the same fields of study don't agree. That's the complication, and that is the reality. Not this is 4D chess. Don't worry, the Kraken will be released.
We've got a
The
bunch
moment
of
is upon us.
We've got a bunch of Martian reptiles looking to call in. Why don't we bring some people in here? Let's take. You know what? Because he's so mad at me. Let's see if we can have a rational conversation. Grodd, hi.
Hey,
Hey, why are you so mad?
well, I believe it's likely a perpetual
down,
state,
man?
but
Everything I s-
lately is worse.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, Grodd, I have you on the show sometimes, but when you get angry and you're leaving messages for me saying Vito is the enemy of humanity or whatever.
Well, I don't believe I've
nonsense-
used those words specifically.
No, but you believe it in your heart of hearts. I know you.
No, actually, no, I don't
No, you
believe
just
that you're
think
an
I'm a
enemy of
disingenuous
humanity.
prick, and I can go find the
Correct.
messages. All right, look.
Yeah, I think you're disingenuous. I do.
So just calm down. Stop being so mad at me. I have you on the show now and again. You're not going to get on every show, as I explained. Okay? So just be cool.
All right.
All right.
Cool,
Let's
like
talk
the
to-
dude.
Oh my God. Stop antagonizing me, okay? Because you're making it. Why would I want to have a guy on my show who, when I don't put him on the show one night, he goes nuts. He starts complaining to everybody that I'm censoring him. This is not the.
No. That's actually because you removed that
Run for
6-hour
office,
delay
dude.
channel. It's because you removed that 6-hour delay
Okay.
channel that I think.
Why do you care about whether or not you can comment on a stupid Discord server? Who cares? It does not matter.
I'm part of your community, Vito, and
You're part of my community, and you tried to start an end chain. I'm not an idiot, Grodd.
Start a what?
An end chain.
No, I was saying no to the guy before, but if I edit
you were
my
saying
comments,
no
you delete them.
by posting.
No, the guy
letter
just above
N?
me.
Is that how you say no?
Well, no, I messed up, but I'm not going to edit my comment because you'll just delete them.
All right.
Well, no, that's what you did. You just deleted
Okay.
my comments. But,
All right.
But I mean,
You
you
know
know
what?
that I made more than that comment.
No more comments.
I made other comments.
It's not important. None of this is
Let's
important.
talk about something substantial.
Oh,
let's talk about
okay.
something
All
substantial.
right. Well, stop talking about how Grodd constantly antagonizes me and talk about how many fucking people are going to shoot at me today in this video game. What would you like to talk about, Grodd? How come you didn't stop the steal? You owe me $50 now.
Well, I'm very. It's true. I'm very disappointed that the steal was not stopped.
Last time you were
It's
on, I
incredibly
believe you were
disappointing.
saying that Trump's last option was to invoke the Insurrection Act. And
that
clearly
was
that
one of the
did
last
not happen.
options.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
So you are
there is-
disappointed.
there is technically one other thing he could do,
Really?
but it's
What
very
what is
niche.
that? Like
Yeah, he's not president anymore. What power?
acquire
does
his
he,
own? Yeah,
gain?
acquire his own uranium and like what forge a
no.
fucking.
It's oh my goodness, it's a
I
very
get what you're
specific
saying.
terminology.
He
Give me
still
a
has
second.
one way out.
I can look it up. No. Hold on.
I hope he takes that. I hope he takes that exit. If you know what I'm saying.
No.
No. It's called a
Yeah.
writ quo warranto.
Okay,
um,
a writ fo moranto.
No, writ quo warranto. It is something that he is able to do. It is proper legal procedure.
As a former president, he still has this. He has this power.
Correct. This is something. It's proper legal procedure for erroneous or fraudulent elections, but it's a very niche thing. I doubt he's going to do it. Most people don't know about it.
So this is
It's something that
specifically-
legal
this
nerds
is-
would care about.
Right. This is specifically related to election fraud. He could challenge the election at this late point in the game.
Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, but yes, something could be done to basically
To do-
say, look, we can't just let this go forward. This election is in question with legitimate concerns, and Again, it's very niche.
These are for civil cases you're talking about, bro.
Is it for
Toronto is civil case only.
Quo warranto.
It's common law. This is not federal law.
It's civil.
I don't know anything about nothing, but I think even Grodd is
being
saying,
a civil suit versus a criminal suit doesn't mean it's not
all right.
under federal jurisdiction.
Here's the most important question, Grodd. How are you sending me my $50? Because Biden's in. Daddy
I'll need your address.
Daddy
I'll
wants
need
that cheddar.
well, not your address. You got a PO box.
Check? What do you mean you got my address?
It's gonna be a secret. It'll be funny. It'll be funny.
It'll be funny for you to have my home address? No.
I mean, don't you have a PO box or somewhere you do business?
I'll go set up a PO box for this fucking $50.
You're gonna open that
I
shit
gotta
to a
open
pipe
a
bomb.
PO box to get $50.
Where are people gonna send you like their wet panties and then, like stupid shit that they made that they want you to look at?
My mother so she can wash them for me. Look.
No, it'll be muddy, but I need to.
There's so many catches on this $50. It's not enough that Biden wins the election. I gotta wait until the last moment to make sure all the soldiers don't suddenly shoot Biden in the head. Killing me. Did you think there would be arrests today?
Well, there was a possibility. Unfortunately, that did not happen.
Were you watching the inauguration though, waiting for something to happen? Or
no,
did
I
you
was
just
busy.
Wait, yeah, you were busy.
I was nervous. I was watching it.
Yeah, wouldn't you? I would think that if you believe there's even a chance the Insurrection Act is going to be, I would want to watch that in real time.
I would like to watch that, but
I guess you can assume that maybe people will, torrent it for later.
There'll be video of it. Like I'll find it. All
right, that's fair. That's fair. There'll be video later. I don't got to watch it live. That's like watching the Super Bowl after the fact. You want to watch it live?
Why would I care about the Super Bowl? But you know what? If someone gets assassinated at the Super Bowl, I'll find that video.
Oh, God.
And I'll watch it.
I hate to say it, but I am quite worried that one of these guys is going to try and take a shot at the
definitely.
I don't know. I'm more worried about what the Democratic Party themselves will do. Here's the thing. Biden has dementia. And Kamala isn't even eligible for office. So this already sets them up for a lot of trouble.
That's gonna be a problem considering she's vice president, dude.
Yes, it is a problem.
It's a huge issue.
It is.
How are we gonna deal with that issue?
What issue
I don't
are we
know.
dealing with? That Kamala can't be president?
Well, she's not eligible.
She's not eligible, but she was able to enter the primaries and then win or lose and then become vice president.
The Democratic Party lets you do something that doesn't mean that it's legal or that it's eligible.
Can Daddy say he's confused? Is she not? She's a native born. Is she not a native born American?
No, she's not.
Where was she born?
No, she
is there
was born to two parents
as well as Obama?
Citizenship.
She's
not a natural born citizen. No.
Okay, how did she get citizenship? Because she was born abroad. You're saying?
No, she was born in America, but her parents were not citizens.
That doesn't matter. You're a citizen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. It does matter.
What are you
talking about? Not in 1964, dog.
No, it does matter.
Ted Cruz was born in a different. What do you? I'm pretty sure we've established that if you're born in America, it doesn't matter.
No. The issue is that her parents were not citizens. That's the difference. An anchor baby isn't presidential eligible. All right. No, she's not eligible. But I mean, nobody cares about that point.
We're gonna fact check this real quick.
It's pretty easy.
Feel free to keep talking. We're gonna real quick check Kamala Harris.
No, being born in America alone does not. Okay, fine. Let a Russian spy have birth in America, and then they can install their.
If you're born in America, what? You're a spy for 40 years?
Well, that's what you guys claim.
Signed you as a natal infant.
They claim that it's a thing. Well, there's a lot of. It's under contention whether the 14th Amendment.
Sounds like it's under contention with reality.
All right, hold on. Harris was born in Oakland, California. We don't dispute that.
Yeah, that's not in dispute. Okay. But her parents were not citizens.
Hold on, I'm reading it. Her mother arrived as a graduate student at the University of California, Berkeley. Her father.
That's a visa.
Yeah, that's not citizenship. A visa.
That's a visa. That's a student visa. Did they ever leave? Did they ever lose the visa?
Not citizenship.
Well, you got to understand that if they
No,
never
no,
were forced
Coffin.
to leave, that visa is a part of a process of becoming a citizen, dude.
No, it's not.
It certainly is. That's exactly
No.
how the whole thing works.
No, a visa can be a temporary work.
Exactly. If they weren't forced back,
anyway.
it's the beginning of the process of citizenship, and it starts with becoming a student visa. That's
No,
the whole
it's not.
dream thing.
It
That's the
can
entire
be.
dream scenario that
Coffin.
Trump
Coffin,
tried to
a
get rid
visa-
of.
A visa can be a start of. A
That's what
citizenship
I'm
path,
saying.
but
It is the
not
start
always.
of a process. It's not the entire
There are
process.
student
It
visas
doesn't
which are
complete the
just for
process.
admission to a
It starts
university.
the process.
There are work visas which are just on work.
I think
Right? It doesn't
It
mean
starts
that you get
the
citizenship.
process, and it begins the
it
process
can.
that is completed
It might
later,
not-
which means it doesn't matter that they
No.
were international
Well, you can literally
people.
just get a visa to study. It doesn't mean you want to be a citizen. It means you want
Oh my God.
to have permission to be in the country to attend a university. A visa does not mean you are going to be a citizen.
So
And also, you are not a citizen at the time you have a visa.
I
Even
know
if
this
you are
is this is
attempting
exactly
to
what I'm
become a
talking about. But you're not getting the idea that if you have a child while you're a student, while you're under a student visa, right? If that's
you're
the
still
case,
not a
or if she,
citizen.
it doesn't, dude. It doesn't matter. That means they became
matter.
citizens, right? Which what? Well, then
No.
what's the kid? Then what's the kid?
Well, it depends on the citizenship of the parents.
Are they a child of God? Are they a child of Q at that point? What is the deal, man? It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
really
if-
difficult to
if your parent
understand.
visits from Nigeria and you're on a student visa and they're born in America, does the kid doesn't automatically get Nigerian citizenship? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it certainly does not. That's the whole deal.
Well,
If they go
depends on
back to
laws
the
of
country,
Nigeria.
then
Nigeria might not recognize an abroad-born child. I don't know Nigeria's laws,
pretty thin, dude.
but I do know America's laws.
I'm pretty sure America's
It's
laws
not
say
thin. You
if
you
you're
are
in the midst-
inventing insane.
if you're in the midst of
excuses
the
to-
citizenship
That means that she needs to become a
process-
citizen. She was
Visa
born in
is
America.
citizenship. A
She
visa
was
is
born in
not
America
citizenship.
under
That's a fact.
under people who became American citizens, which means she's not an American citizen. That's what you're saying.
They weren't citizens at the time.
It doesn't matter. That's what you're saying, though. That is
No,
the
it
crux of your
literally
entire
does
thing.
matter.
Because they weren't citizens when she was born, means that she's not no way capable of being an American citizen, even though her parents became them.
No, she could become an American citizen.
Oh,
but-
because she
but you
she
can't
went
be
through American
president
school.
because she wasn't
She lived
born.
here her whole life. That doesn't make her a citizen.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily make you a citizen. Okay,
Dude,
like-
she's
like
lived
take
an
my example
entire
earlier.
life.
Have some Russian spies come over, give birth to a child in America.
Well, that is
and
an
install
insane
them as the
hypothetical
president.
situation, but that's not the
No,
situation
but-
that we're dealt with
but
here.
I'm saying under your insanity, you would defend that as, oh no, that's legit. No, it's not
That
legit.
is
Defending
legit.
anything. I'm
That
saying
is
this lady's an
absolutely
American
legit.
citizen very cleanly, and you're saying that she's not, and it's being contested, and that there's a possibility that this fucking Trump guy can sue the federal government or
Well, I'm not
Georgia
saying
in a
it's being
civil case.
contested. I mean, it should
Some
have been
quo
contested long
warranto,
ago.
some 1668 British common law bullshit. Give me a break.
hold on. The writ quo warranto is. Oh, dude, you just found out about it. Don't act as if you know it.
I know all about it.
The
I'm
writ
telling
quo
you,
warranto is
you
something
fucking
that-
you have no idea what you're talking about. That's what's happening.
No, just because you don't know about it doesn't mean I don't
It's a
know about it.
4chan,
Why do you
dude.
think I brought it up in the first place?
Go back to
because I
4chan.
knew about it.
You need to leave and go back to 4chan or crack a book. I don't know. And stop believing
Often go back to
in
something
your
your
own
own dick.
inferiority,
All right.
okay, dude?
You
Start to
have
empower yourselves
no
and start to
knowledge.
think
All right,
about
all right, all
reality.
right. Before we send Grodd into a shooting rampage, let's give him a second. Look, I don't think it really matters
Seriously,
right
Coffin,
now
you-
whether or not Kamala Harris can become president. That's not the order of the day. Clearly, what do you
that
think
was
is what do you
just
think
an
is the
aside
next
anyway.
step for the nation, Grodd? Where do you think we're heading from here? Do we devolve into pure chaos now that the Democrat reptilians have taken over?
Well, I don't know. It is bleak though. I mean, we have a traitor in office with
A traitor? Wait, are
You
you
know.
talking about Biden as a traitor?
Biden. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
what
I
makes
mean,
Biden a
America
traitor
seems
exactly?
to already have been sold to China now because of that.
Okay. So
I
he's
don't
a
know.
traitor
I think
to
I might
China.
move. I might move.
Move.
I mean, yeah.
I
might
encourage
move.
that. You should go someplace that you feel safe and better.
Grodd, where on earth?
Well, you
would
know,
move
why would I
to?
stay in a conquered nation? I'll just move to China.
I know.
they
You
give me a
yourself are
Chinese
responsible
wife
for
and-
Hold
and
on,
the
a
hold
triumph
on,
of other
hold
nations.
on.
So yeah, go ahead, man.
I want to know
You
where.
know, I think
Grodd-
that's a good move.
Grodd,
you know?
where is the safe place for? I assume you want a safe place for the white man, is what I assume.
Oh,
Well, I could go to a Slavic country. They're very nice.
Yeah.
Great people.
Okay. Do you have anything? Do you have anything that you're eyeing that you think would be the right place for your sort of ideals?
I do, but I'm not going to mention it because it might give too much information about me.
Okay.
Nope,
can you give me
nobody
a
cares.
general-
I'm sorry.
Can I get a continent?
Hey man,
North
paranoia
America-
doesn't care about nobody caring.
Hold on. North America, Europe, where? Asia?
Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe. Okay.
Maybe
Eastern
maybe
Europeans
Japan or Korea.
We'll be happy
They're
to
very
have you.
good.
Grodd, is there anything else you need to say so you don't go on a little rampage after I hang up on you? Did you get it all out?
Vito, I'm very disappointed that you are not actually for freedom of speech. You are
Yes.
very much opposed
Right.
to it, and
I'm a
you
hypocrite.
claim to be in support of freedom of speech, but you
Yes.
act in contradiction to that. And
You're right.
and I really think that does you a disservice, both for
Where's your evidence?
community
He
and
has you on his
Another
show.
coffin. No, he's right. I'm scum. I'm a scum, right? Yes?
well, I mean,
I'm a
confident
hypocrite.
if you want, I could go into depth.
I tell you
Dude,
what,
because I listen
save it
to the
up.
show, bro. I know what's going on.
Grodd, we can't. I tell you what, save it up. You can come back. You can expose Vito, the reptilian hypocrite, on the next time we have you back. And I can't
Next
guarantee.
time.
I can't guarantee you're going to be on the next show. Just be cool, okay?
I'm always interesting, Vito.
All right.
Come
the
on.
whole government's being taken over. Go get mad at literally anyone else. I have nothing to do with it. All right. I didn't steal the vote. Okay. Go get mad
No,
at
you
them.
didn't.
All right, and we'll figure out how you
You're not
send me
responsible.
my $50 fucking dollars.
You're
Thank you.
another victim like us, Vito.
All right, Grodd, I'm gonna hang up on you. Okay, I love you. Have fun.
Good night.
Okay, that was Grodd. Okay, we gotta make peace so he doesn't come to my house and kill me. Everyone, don't push him too far, Coffin. I still not sure about that guy. He's a little.
I think.
He's got
Listen,
some
I
ideas.
have no. Yeah, I agree with you. I think. Listen, I've heard Grodd, and I think he's fine. It's just that when you present him with a hard choice of like, hey man, put up or shut up, he starts to talk about how there's conspiracy. There's things attacking here. I can't say this. I'm being censored when he's on a microphone. I don't get it. It's just hard for me to swallow. It's one of those things.
You know how you know I hate free speech is that I let him come on and talk to an audience of how many people are watching. You know I hate free speech because I let Grodd spit his garbage to 200 people. Come on.
It's
I'm
it's not a good
man.
not a good persuasive argument. That's all.
Real quick, Patrick Wrightson has super chatted $19.99. Says it's a little worrisome that Janet Yellen wants to curtail cryptocurrencies. Blockchain could revolutionize our way of life. Not a great sign from the new administration. I hate to say it, I'm still one of these guys who, maybe I'm dumb. I still don't understand what we're going to do with this blockchain. I can't imagine the world governments are just going to sit by and say that they don't control the money supply anymore. I think that's the kind of thing that starts wars. So maybe I'm crazy, but I still don't get it. Joe Schmo says, I thought Grodd wanted to talk about something substantial. What is this conversation? I don't know what it is, Joe. Grodd's got a lot going on. He's upset that the storm did not come today. They did not arrest all the Martians. What can you do? Alex Waz says, why is Vito the most neutral YouTuber out there? I'm not neutral. I'm very clearly on the side of some things. Okay, but I have an open mind. Okay, what I don't have an open mind for is the idea that the pedophiles have taken over our country, and I want to go watch The Crying MAGA Woman again because it makes me laugh. There she is. Have you seen The Crying MAGA Woman yet?
If you see this, please
Dude, yeah,
say yes.
I was sent that at like maybe 2 p.m. today and just
I don't even
scream
see
crying,
American
laughing at that
flag
thing.
anymore. That is
Yeah, they
so-
took our country. She says, I don't even recognize the flag they're flying. They're flying the original Betsy Ross 13 Colonies flag.
Yeah, that's the issue. Yes,
These
the
people-
detachment from like they don't. Well,
yeah.
dude. Okay, all I have to say is this as well. There is this evangelical 1980s satanic ritual abuse scare shit that's inside of Q, and everybody has just forgotten that has even occurred. Even the people that believe in this shit, the people that are old enough to have lived through with having infants in the early 80s for satanic ritual abuse. It's like I don't know what to do with that. What do you do when you have amnesia patients just walking all over the place?
There's a lot to think about. We're gonna have another guy on who apparently hates me. Frill. You there?
What? I
Why you
never
mad?
said I
Why are you
hated
mad at me? Why is everybody mad at me? What do I do to you people?
Well, okay. Last night was like the first and only time you kind of pissed me off, Vito.
I
You know?
pissed you off because you come into my server real quick.
No. That's not. I don't give a shit about that.
Okay. You don't. All right. You don't
Caught
care
the end
about
of your
that.
show when you were bitching about censorship,
Yeah.
and this entire time you've been supporting the people who are pro censorship.
All right. Who in
Now,
particular
that's
am
what pissed me off.
who am I supporting that is pro censorship? Give me an example.
Oh my god.
Let me ask you this: is putting nudity on television or like PBS, is that censorship? Or when you can't have that on television, is that censorship?
Well, television network is not a. We're going to argue that it's not a public square, though maybe it should
Well,
be. I mean,
PBS
public
is.
access
PBS
TV.
is. It's public.
Bro,
It's
what
yeah.
did I censor that really? There must have been one thing that you can name.
What did you censor?
Yeah, what do you mean? You're saying I was talking about censorship, but I'm a censor? Is that what you're saying?
No. You've been supporting people, you know, all these
Okay.
little fucking Twitter people.
Can you name
You've
one? Can you
been
name
supporting
someone
them
I've
this entire
supported?
time.
Who?
I can't fucking name them. Come on.
Damn, that sucks.
What do they do? What do you mean these Twitter people?
Shut up, Coffin. You suck. Ugh.
Fro,
You keep supporting all these people on Twitter and like other people. Name one. I
Alright,
can't,
shut
dude. I
the
can't remember
fuck
who they
up, you
are.
Fucking faggot. Nobody likes you.
Okay, Frill, thank you very much. And you are officially banned forever. Congratulations.
Dang,
Good work,
one for me, I
buddy.
guess.
What was that? What was that? Am I a reasonable guy? He tells me I support censors on Twitter. And then I ask him, well, what do you mean? Who are you talking about? Well, I can't name any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't actually know what you're talking about. And he calls me the F-slur.
No, that was me. He called me that.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, he was mad at you. But still, you know we're on YouTube. I'm trying to be a very reasonable person. Am I an unreasonable person? I give everybody
No.
a chance to tell me what I've done wrong, and they get mad and they throw a slur at me. Come on. You know the rules. What is this? I try to be reasonable, Coffin. You know that.
Listen,
I try
dude,
to have-
you are
I
nothing.
try
You
to
are
have
nothing
all
but
voices.
reasonable,
Yeah.
baby.
How are
That's
you
your
gonna call me a
that's the
censor
issue.
when I bring you on my show and let you talk to hundreds of people, and you're gonna tell me that I engage in censorship? That was your opportunity to speak without censorship, and what do you want me to do? I'm not gonna delete my channel because you want to swear on it. Oh, Vito denied me censorship because he wouldn't let me say slurs on his show. Yeah, because I care more about my YouTube channel than a guy. Sorry. I'm not trying to censor you. I'm trying to be... I hate these people. I hate these people. Let's talk to somebody. Let's talk to Joe Schmo, who's been donating. Hey, Joe. You there, buddy?
Hang on. Sorry, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. It's good to see you. I've been off the earth a little bit recently, but
Yeah.
I'm back.
Well, that's good. Real quick, Jen E says I've been fermenting a toxic fandom for years, and I guess you're saying I deserve this. Do you think I foster a toxic fandom, Joe Schmo? Am I a toxic individual?
I think anyone who is online is going to end up with some toxic fandom. That's just the internet.
I'm gonna say
it's not you. It's not your fault.
I pick my targets pretty reasonably, I'm gonna say, and I've even stopped. At one point, I made videos where I was, calling out random Twitter users, and I realized, you know what? I think my platform's a little too big to do that, so I haven't been. I'll call out Twitter users if they're verified people, if they're verified journalists. I think those are public figures. But typically, if I direct hate, I'm directing it at billionaire movie studios. Okay, I try to not be toxic towards. Yeah, I think Disney can take the heat. I think Ryan Johnson can take the heat. I think if you're Ryan Johnson, you can brush off what me and old Vito is saying about you. I don't think I'm a toxic person. Maybe I'm crazy.
I think so. Again, I think it comes down to. So I read something recently. Someone said only 1% of people on the internet contribute to stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
And I had to go and look up this study, and I couldn't believe it. The data actually suggests that's true. And so the 1% of people that sort of participate are people who are so extreme that they feel like they have to participate. And so you're going to get the crazies. That's what's going to happen if you're online and you're, somewhat popular. I like to think you're probably got what 200 people watching right now.
Yeah. Frill just said I proved his point by banning him. Frill, I don't know if you're listening right now. If your point about censorship is that you should be allowed to go on any show on YouTube and get that person's channel banned by yelling slurs at them, yeah, I don't support that brand of free speech, man. I don't think that's reasonable. Sorry. I think I don't know. I don't know why I entertain
Dare you
some
consider
of this.
somebody's like sensitivities? How dare you consider somebody who might be, you know what I mean? Like that's all it is. It's like just be decent. That's it. Just don't call somebody the F word. Don't call them maybe something that they might like a pejorative. Like that's it. That's pretty easy.
It's not only that. I can get in trouble. They can ban my channel for that kind of stuff. Like I have to. If you say a word like that, I gotta hit the out button. It's the rules. I don't make the rules. If you don't like the rules, you go get a couple $1 billion and make your own YouTube. And I will come use your YouTube where I can say whatever I want. But you're not going to do that. You know why? Because you're just a guy who's mad at me for no reason. Leave me alone.
You don't want to make your own YouTube with blackjack and hookers, Vito?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the big thing I'm gonna say. I don't know why there's plenty of hypocrites in the world. There's plenty of people who hate free speech in the world. There's plenty of this monster you want to hate who censors you and whatever else. Why in God's name am I the guy you're taking it out on? I don't run YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. Go yell at Jack. Go yell at what's her freaking name? The one who runs YouTube. All these people. Go yell at Zuckerberg. I got nothing to do with it. I didn't make the rules. Stop getting mad at me. Killing me.
I'm not mad at you, Vito. I love you.
Anyway, yeah.
You make good content.
I try. Anyway, Joe, so what's on your mind, sir?
Oh, yeah, so Grad wanted to talk about something substantial. Let's talk about something not substantial. Let's stop yelling.
Yeah.
Let's bridge the divide.
Let's
I don't
come
have a
together.
Pepsi,
Let's come together.
Yeah, I don't have a Pepsi with me, but if I did,
you'd be cracking it right now, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about? So this is completely, anyone can get behind this conversation. How do you feel about New Year's resolutions? Tell me what you think, and I'll tell you what I think.
Well, I've never. I don't do time. The idea that a new year is different from the previous year. It's a fun thing to say, but ultimately, it's not. This is not a new chapter in my life. It's just time keeps going forward. Man, occasionally, divides days into weeks into months. Doesn't really mean anything of meaning. So, I don't know. I'm making a slight effort to lose a bit of weight. I'm making a slight effort to work on some projects that are meaningful to me, but nothing that is set in stone as some sort of resolution, I guess.
Right. When was the last time you talked to someone who had a New Year's resolution, like actually did it for the whole year? Those people don't exist.
Not a single time.
You're literally just setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Or you're a liar. One of those two things.
A lot of liars these days, I would say. Yeah. Why? Are you doing any New Year's resolutions? I assume not.
No, I'm not. I'm not. So I forget who did it. There's a podcast, probably Freakonomics or something, where they talked about doing themes, like having a year of something, rather than trying to be like, I'm gonna exercise every day, have a theme. And so this year I'm doing like the year of creativity. Last year I did the year of teaching.
Nice.
I tried to start a summer camp, then COVID happened. So it ended up being like this weird online summer camp. Anyway, this year's the year of creativity. I've been drawing. I was going to play guitar. I was going to play guitar, but I sliced the tip of my finger off, so I haven't been playing guitar this year. But that's got me to draw, so drawing's been good.
Yeah, man. What are you drawing on? Are you just got like a sketchbook or something?
So for my birthday, I got this thing called a Remarkable. I got it to do journaling. So I'm a depressed human being. So,
As
my
many of us
therapist,
are, yes.
my
Dude.
therapist has me journaling, and so I got this thing that I go through a lot of paper, and I saw this thing called the Remarkable. It's like a digital drawing pad. It's like a Kindle you can draw on.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. And then I sliced my finger and I tried drawing some stuff. I was like, hey, look at that, I can draw.
What's the name of the thing you're drawing on?
Remarkable.
Remarkable. Now, a lot of people tell me the iPad is a good thing for drawing. I actually thought about getting one for that purpose, but
Do it.
This definitely wouldn't be like something you could do like professional graphic design with. I don't think.
Yeah.
It feels like you're drawing on paper. That's what I love about it. It's nice.
Well, I have a monitor that's actually also a drawing tablet, so that's been pretty cool. That's helped with the graphic design stuff. What were you gonna say about the iPad, Coffin? You have any opinion on that thing?
What I use.
I don't know
for
any.
all.
I don't know any Apple devices, and I never have.
The iPad, basically, well, it's not the iPad. It's like Procreate is the program that I use, and it
Yeah.
is. I think it's like $10, but it's excellent, and it can create vector images really easily.
Yeah.
And you get an Apple. If you can find like a refurbished or used like 2018, 2017 like iPad Pro for like $600 or something, it's definitely a great investment.
I might do that because sometimes I'll just be sitting in bed and I'm like, man, I should be drawing something.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable position to be drawn. Anyway, well, man, hey, creativity is we encourage that here on the Vita Show. Obviously, I'm a man. I think everybody out there finds something you love to create and be creating it. And I hope to see you making the best of it, man. 2021.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, keep on keeping on, Vito. I think you're a good guy, kinda.
Kinda. Only sometimes. Sometimes I really want to stick it to certain people.
I think you're a normal human being that's trying to be a good person. That's how I feel about most people. Is I think most people think they're a good person, and at least they're trying.
I mean, what happens is we as human beings, I think I just got my truck stuck in this dang video game. We have a lot of rage. It's built into us. We're a bestial animal. Used to be that we would just find another monkey and beat the shit out of him with a stick, but we can't do that anymore for some reason.
I mean, humans weren't designed to live the way we live. And the ironic thing is humans have made life the way it is because we're stupid.
Yeah. I think we need to get back to, again, just set up a pit. Everybody gets a big stick. And once a year you get to go. You get 1 hour to kill as many people in the pit as you can. Get it all out of your system. Learn to duck. Learn to dodge.
What was that movie that is like The Purge?
The Purge, but here's the problem with The Purge is the Purge is like, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do a procedural show about like lawyers in the aftermath of The Purge, where they have to like be like, okay, so our client started having sex with a goat during The Purge, but he didn't stop when The Purge ended. So is bestiality illegal? Is it illegal to start having, like, is it illegal to stop having sex with an animal? Because it's clearly illegal to start having sex with an animal. He started committing bestiality, and then when the purge ended, he stopped. So technically, he stopped committing a crime.
He was on a plane flying west at the time, so he actually, wasn't
based on the time zones. His purge ended. He mailed a bomb, but based on the time zones, it arrived after the purge ended, and it would be a procedural crime show dealing with the after. Because the purge, all crimes are legal for 24 hours, not just murder. That's what's important to remember. We don't focus on the other crimes.
So you would shoot this in the same way The Office is shot, then, with like slow burn CSI procedural shit.
Oh God, if you did a purge like The Office, where it's just a bunch of people who are in charge of like setting up the purge for a year. What? You know what I really wanted to do that I never did was I wanted it to be like, you know how like Halloween comes around and you forgot to get a costume, and you go to the costume store and they only have like the worst costumes left. I wanted it to be a guy that forgot to plan for the purge, and he goes to the purge store, which just sells. Yeah, which just sells like ridiculous, like patriotic themed costumes, like the Statue of Liberty bleeding or whatever, and a bunch of weapons and stuff. And the guy's like, "Look, man, all we got left is pool noodles." And he's like, I wanted like a chainsaw this year or an assault rifle. He's like,
we got
pool
the
noodles,
inflatable sumo suit. That's all we got.
Yeah. How am I going to purge anybody with a pool noodle? He's like, yeah, these things got some heft to them.
You'll
You could probably
figure it out.
strangle
Get
a
it
guy
wet.
with them.
Get it wet.
You can make it work. Anyway, Joe, thanks for coming by, man. If the
man.
purge comes, you're last on my list.
Oh, thank
you,
you,
buddy.
Vito. I appreciate
I
that.
love you. The Purge.
Jesus.
We got to make a terrible
like-
horror movie, Coffin.
Okay. Is it going to be like Southland Tales?
Southland Tales is a good horror movie, and it's not a horror movie. Well, it's an American type of horror. Whatever.
It's
Yeah.
a psychological horror movie.
It's a psychological horror. I told you that they got a new Blu-ray cut, right? Southland
You
Tales.
did. Yeah.
I might need to finally make my video about why Southland Tales is such a fantastic movie.
It will be the only video of yours I don't watch, but not because I don't
know how you don't
want
like
to know
Southland
about
Tales.
it, but because you have been telling me about why since
so
I have
long.
known you.
Yeah, because it's such a great movie. It does not get the respect it deserves.
I think it's intelligent for what it is. Yeah, I definitely
think-
think it's up there. It's kind of weird, and it's
It had some
It's you-
ideas,
yeah.
man. The government has reformed into a Patriot Act nightmare. The neo-Marxists are cutting off people's thumbs because you need voter ID is handled through fingerprint recognition, and the neo-Marxists are trying to subvert the election. And at the heart of this, Jesus Christ is reincarnated as two people, and also The Rock's there and Justin Timberlake. Fantastic movie. I love it.
It reminds me. See, I don't know if you know this, but it's very similar to a movie from 1968 called Wild in the Streets.
I should watch Wild in the Streets.
Well, because it typifies. I mean, like what Southland Tales typifies is that internal chaos, turmoil,
Yeah.
morally, philosophically, but on all levels, including state to personal levels. This dude, Wild in the Streets, is about some like 15, 16-year-old kids who become these psychedelic drug superstars that then start to run for office. And a young Richard Pryor is in it. You should definitely see it.
All right. I'm going to look for it. What I was going to say, though, is it seems like to get into Hollywood, you got to make a horror movie now. Because you can make a horror movie on a budget of $0. I guess that has always kind of been true. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the writers from American Pie came and spoke in my college, and they were, talking to the writing program, and their only advice that they kept hammering on is like, make a stupid horror movie. Like, make a stupid horror movie for no money that's successful, and you will never have to worry about getting another job in Hollywood.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my horror movie pitch?
Do I have to?
Yes, you do have to.
Just go ahead, dude. I want to hear it.
All right. So there's a young conservative firebrand, kind of like a Milo Yiannopoulos or like maybe a Ben Shapiro type guy, and he's speaking at a college, and he's saying, hold on, my baby's crying in this video game. He's saying the typical stuff where he's like, the liberals are done. Now is the time of the conservative, and everyone's cheering, and there's, protesters outside saying, don't let this fascist speak on our campus, that sort of thing. And then after his little speech, this girl comes up to him wearing a MAGA hat, and she's like, man, I love your stuff, man. I love the way you trigger those libs. That was hilarious. And he's like, oh, thanks, because she's kind of hot. And she's like, hey, me and some young conservatives, we're having a party tonight, and we thought it would be awesome if you could come. And he's like, yeah, okay, I think I'd come to a party. So they drive to a warehouse district at night. All of a sudden, he's blindsided out of nowhere, wakes up in a hostile type situation where they go, listen, man, they have him watch what they're doing right now. He's like, what's going on? Where am I? And they're like, this is where we teach people a lesson. Watch this. And they got a guy in the other room, and he wakes up on a hospital gurney, and he's looking down. He's got this big bulge in his stomach. And they're like, Senator Michael Richardson, you tried to deny women the right to choose to have an abortion. We're going to be nice, though, and we're going to give you a choice. We've put a pig fetus inside your stomach. When it wakes up, it's going to try and claw its way out and kill you. So you can either take this scalpel and give yourself an abortion, or you can let it just happen and take its course. And then the point is, it's Antifa, the horror movie. Antifa is kidnapping conservatives and subjecting them to jigsaw-like tortures.
Okay.
Ironic punishments based on their conservative crimes.
Yeah, you should just write a few episodes for Black Mirror.
Then there's another guy. He's like a build-the-wall type patriot. He's wearing a build-the-wall T-shirt.
Wait a minute. Wait, so you're doing like a serialized Twilight Zone of like Republican nightmares?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It's a guy who's just like, I just wanted to stop illegal immigrants, and there's just a bunch of guys in black hoods, and they're chanting, "Build the wall, build the wall." As brick by brick, they seal him into an airtight room, just applying the cement to each brick and building the wall. And he's going, "Don't build the wall. Please don't build the wall." And they're just, "Build the wall, build the wall." And then the tagline is Antifa, "It's just an idea."
Oh no. Oh no.
Someone asked how the pig got inside. Well, they opened him up, sewed it up inside him.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I guess, sealed
It's the
wound.
reverse. It's the reverse. Waking up in a pool of ice water with a kidney scar or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the reverse of that. It's you wake up with a kidney scar, but they put another one in there. It's gonna blow up unless the bus goes 50 miles an hour forever.
It's the ultimate Antifa. It's the ultimate conservative horror movie. It's everything conservatives are worried about. And then I thought at the end of it, like the end of the movie, you know, you'd have like the conservative guy breaks out, you know, and he kills all the Antifa and he makes it out of the facility. And then you have Hillary Clinton comes by and she goes, "Damn it, another one escaped. Another house down." Either that or you cut to Trump and he pulls out the golden sword of the Templars and he's like, "Now's my time."
Dude, this is a Black Mirror episode. Just write it.
Real quick, Logan is saying, "I hate to be impatient. Can you please let me in?" Don't beg. Where are we begging to be on the show? It doesn't matter if you get on the show. It's not
He
important.
wants to be on the show, but he wants it on his time.
He wants it on
you
his
to.
time. Logan, I don't even see you in the chat, so I don't even know how I'm going to get you in here. Why are people messaging me to tell me I'm a problem? Grodd likes my idea for a legal Purge Aftermath show. Well, thank you, Grodd. If Grodd likes the idea, you know it's good. Because Grodd only has the best ideas. We should take a call, though. Let's talk to Cock in My Ass Joker. Hey, Cock in My Ass Joker, how are you?
Oh, am I on?
Yeah, you're on, buddy.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Man, we really do live in a society, huh, Joker? We live in a society that'll put that cock in your ass no matter what you do. People like the idea for the Antifa horror movie. Look, man, I'm gonna crowdfund it.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Here's the thing: is it's not gonna be one-sided. It's like, do you root for the conservative guy who's trying to escape his hellhole, or do you root for the guys who are torturing him? You choose your own adventure.
It's not a movie. It's not a movie. That is a serialized Twilight Zone Republican nightmare.
You want multiple episodes of the Antifa.
He just described like 3 different scenarios.
Well, the idea is it's like, yeah, but in the Purge they
exactly.
In like Hostel, like there's multiple rooms, or like Saw, there's multiple traps. It's like Saw.
Your idea is so good and so great and so big that it can't fit in an hour and a half.
I think you could. I think I could make it work. Here, you know how I would actually do
it a movie too. Saw had a bunch of traps.
I would do it as a. I was gonna do it as a fake trailer. We do a fake trailer. Can't do a whole thing right away.
Whip it.
Yeah. I started writing the script, but then I got lazy. Anyway, Joker, what's on your mind, buddy?
Cock.
Damn, in your ass.
Yeah. Cock is on your mind.
I don't know, man. Hey, thank you for having me on the show. This is awesome. I wanted to be on because honestly, I lean more I lean more towards the conservative viewpoints on things. I think it'd be interesting to talk about that.
Yeah, well, we love having conservatives on the show. Do you believe that the reptiles have taken over, or do you think Biden's just a regular liberal that you hate?
Shoot, man.
You're on the fence. You're on the fence.
I'm on the fence. I don't know. I mean, his skin looks pretty
he's a
weird.
reptile.
Like,
He does
doesn't
have a
look
weird
human
height.
to me.
Yeah, he does have a weird height to him.
I haven't seen his eyeballs flicker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Have you ever seen him blink?
Sometimes he moves in a way where
I think
like
it's
missing frames.
See, I don't know if people realize this dude is like how old? 76.
He is pretty old.
The oldest president.
Your body, dude. You are in a perpetual state of decay, right? And when you hit that senior age, I mean, people age differently, obviously, but it's still decay, and your body's moving weird. You got weird muscles. Your skin gets weird. The sun starts to like interact with your skin weird, so you get all those weird like liver spots and stuff. And this guy is like, being injected with filler. He's in the gym constantly. Like, there's a whole team devoted to making him look less and less
like a skeleton.
Human.
Yeah.
Like less and less like the decay that just naturally occurs. So I can understand a guy looking kind of greasy and weird, and like those teeth. He's got basically like 40 extra teeth.
Dude, his teeth, those are fake, right? Because those are nice teeth.
They're caps, yeah.
Real quick, for those of you watching the stream at home, are you seeing these feet? Right now we're getting some serious lady feet in my Hideo Kojima video game.
Tentin Quarantino.
Speaking of Tentin Quarantino, did you see my my tweet that he worked on the Dolph Lundgren workout video?
I saw it, dude. I saw it.
Producer. So
amazing. No, wasn't he? Like, he was a production assistant, wasn't he?
Production assistant. Yeah. So for all you Tarantino heads, if you really want to complete the Tarantino verse, you got to pick up a copy of Dolph Lundgren's God, what is it called? Maximum Potential. Yeah.
Built his story up, though. You know what I mean? Like with as the years go by, there's more and more archivalists who are finding like his presence in Hollywood since before he was working at that video store. Like they love the rags to riches story of Quentin Tarantino, where it's like he was just a lonesome boy in a video store, and then he made a movie and he became a massive success. It's like, dude, he was in the Sundance film club with Paul. Not Paul Verhoeven, the fucking Paul Thomas Anderson. Like they were in the same workshop together. He was working with like Steve Buscemi that came. He was under the tutelage of Terry Gilliam, right? And this is at the age of 28 or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, I'm gonna pause this game because I believe these are serious spoilers, and I don't know if people want to see that. I don't want to spoil the plot for you, so I'll turn it off for a second.
Yeah. Okay. That was my Quentin Tarantino rant. It's over. The end.
Nice.
I got a cat giving me trouble right now. You hate cats, Coffin.
You don't? Yeah, I don't like cats. I'm not a fan. But wait. So let me get this straight. You think are you? I find that people are in love with that story as well. Like they love that piece of trivia where it's like he worked at a video store and he knew so much about videos that he made his own and now he's a king. Does that not seem like it's the case? And everything that you find, aka, Dolph Lundgren's, personal assistant on his production assistant, it's like it's just not the case.
He was whatever. I don't know. Was Tarantino a rich kid? That's what I really want to know. Because it seems like the only way to actually make it in Hollywood is to just be a rich kid.
I don't think he was.
You gotta have hella connections.
Yeah.
It's literally that's what it's about.
Yeah. That's my point, I guess, is that he was in there from a very early age, making little connections here or there, and then finally got the attention of that pervert.
Finally, him and Weinstein got to talking about how great it is to trap women in their hotel rooms, and made it happen. No, we don't know that Tarantino has never been unfair towards a woman, right?
No
record. Yeah, there is no record. There is no record of it.
No cog in there.
He's a good boy. Anyway, Joker. We're still talking to Joker, right?
Yes.
What do you think about society? What do we do?
Fuck, man. I don't know.
That's the best answer.
Oh, I just realized. Did people?
That is the best answer. I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know.
Did the stream just go offline? You guys should have still been able to hear us. I was just playing with my cat for 2 seconds. Sorry, guys.
That's what she said.
I'm looking at the part in Death Stranding where you meet Nolan North. Do you know in
You liked?
I like Death Stranding. Did you play it at all?
I played the whole thing.
Yeah, I haven't beat it yet. I gotta beat it.
I streamed the whole thing.
Well, I didn't watch it. All right, Joker. I'm gonna.
I
take
know
some
you
more
didn't.
calls, man. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll have you on again. I promise. Let's talk to Joan. Let's talk to Ethan real quick. Hey, Ethan, how you doing?
I am. Oh, wow! Perfect timing, Vito. I just got back from dinner.
Wow, what kind of dinner? did you have?
Well, I didn't really have much to say. I just wanted to get on and wish everyone a great night. But I wanted to. If Grod's still here, Grod, quit messaging our members in the Discord. Come on, man.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, Grod. You can't be messaging people causing trouble. It's gonna.
Yeah, that was my one thing I wanted to say. It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, don't fight with anybody. There's no reason to fight. It's pointless. Anyway, man, what's on your mind?
Nothing much. I think I'm a very I'm a very positive thinker. I think this inauguration of Biden. Let's see. Let's give him a chance. I think a lot of people would say the same. Let's just give him a chance. I know his history. It's mixed, but despite your beliefs on someone in office, I think we should always respect who has that responsibility to take care of the country.
Yeah, it's the same as always. You wanted us to respect. I mean, a lot of people are saying that nobody ever respected Trump. Look, I respected Trump insofar as I wanted him to do the right thing. He's the president, and you hold him accountable. It's the same with Joe Biden. You should be optimistic that he does the right thing, and if he does something you think is awful, feel free to tell him about it. That's perfectly reasonable. Yeah.
Exactly.
I just think you shouldn't be... A lot of people are going in this and they go, Joe Biden's gonna... I don't know, destroy America. And I'm like...
Destroy America or something, yeah.
We're destroying America. Every time we do anything, everybody... America's destroyed. We're gonna destroy America. We're not gonna destroy America. He's gonna raise the taxes on people making more than what? $400,000, $200,000. You don't make $400,000. I hope. If you're making $400,000 and you're watching this show, why is the pizza fund not at $100 right now? That's the question. If you're making $400,000, you're not putting $1 in
Completely
the
true.
pocket.
Completely true.
Very true.
Put $1 in the pocket, Mr. $400,000. I gotta figure out. That's what you gotta do as a YouTuber, though. You gotta find some whales.
Wait, why do you think these little pundit dudes like Nick Fuentes or that booger eater kid?
$250,000 Bitcoin donation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that's their wheelhouse, baby. That's their meal ticket.
That's why you talk about politics. Is the guys who care about politics got some money in the?
Dude, you know who watches that shit? Like David Mamet.
Yeah.
Loves Ben Shapiro show so much he went on that thing.
Yeah, I always tell this story where I'll watch other YouTubers and they'll be like, I really want to thank Monkey Pocket 975 for buying me a brand new $2,000 gaming PC. And I go, what the who the fuck, how do you
Oh my god.
I need to get one fucking Saudi oil kid who hates Star Wars. I'm gonna find him. He's gonna be my best friend. Joe Schmo donates $100 right now.
Damn.
Yes,
Schmo.
Joe
Schmo.
Schmo is my Saudi oil baron.
Joe is the guest of the evening,
Joe
if
is the
not the
best.
month.
Let's be clear. You want to be on the Vito show on a regular basis? Putting $100 in the pot is not a bad
Put
one.
$100
Joe,
in the hole, man.
I'm looking forward to your next call, but
Keep some meat on the bone for the man, dude. Come on.
Look, I like doing the streams, and I will say that doing the streams, I mean, these are hours that I could be, theoretically working on making videos or other stuff for YouTube. So it's great when you guys donate, because then I go, okay, I gotta keep this thing afloat somehow. So it's great when the donations come in. And I do appreciate them deeply. I'm not begging for money. I'm really not. Nobody feel like you need to donate. But those of you who do donate, you're making this stream happen. So thank you. God bless you. And Joe Schmo, Send me a message so I can get you a T-shirt or something. I gotta give you something for that, baby. T-shirt. You want a copy of Enemy Weapon? You want a signed copy of Enemy Weapon? Send me a message. Good old Joe Schmo. That being said, we still need to find the Saudi oil baron. There's got to be one Saudi kid out there who hates Star Wars, right?
No, they hate America, so you need to do the Republican talking points because that is
America. Or what is the kids with the oil in the cars and the whips? It's the Saudis, right?
It is the Saudis.
They're all princes.
You can't, Vito. If you want Saudi oil princes, you cannot have any furries. There is no homosexuality. Because that stuff's all illegal. It's all illegal there.
The fact that I'm okay with the homosexuals means no Saudis are coming to watch the streams. Patrick Wrightson with $9.99 says, any thoughts on Biden's nominee for Secretary of the Treasury targeting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? I mean, I've said it before. I don't know how these world governments are going to deal with the fact that their money is not their money anymore. I mean, that's a direct threat to any world government to be told the dollar's not going to be worth anything because everybody's going to want Bitcoin. I mean, I always thought it was comical, the idea that we could just establish Bitcoin and there's not going to be some sort of world war because of it.
Let me listen. I have a question, and I'm not too proud to say I'm too stupid in the nonsense.
Yeah. If you're about to ask, oh god damn it.
I'm just curious. This is just pure curiosity. Do you think it is real? And why, when I say it is real, I mean not a con.
What, Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Right now, to me, Bitcoin looks like a weird stock market that at some point some guy's going to be left holding the bag. That everybody's just hyping it up. Yeah. I mean, let's be real. We're at $40,000 of Bitcoin, and you can't spend it anywhere. Nobody
can't pay your rent with it. I don't give a shit.
You can't pay your rent with it. You can't buy groceries with it. I would accept the $40 valuation if right now I could go on Amazon and pay for my stuff in Bitcoin, but I can't. So I don't know. Now I guarantee there's some Bitcoin enthusiast who's going to tell me I'm an idiot and I don't get what's going on. I'm just busy watching Norman Reedus be naked right now, which is pretty great. Watching him take a shower. Maybe I'll have him take a dump, too. We'll see. Again, who knows? I don't know anything about anything. I'm the last guy who knows anything about Bitcoin, to be honest.
I don't know. Dude, listen, I don't know anything either about it. I'm saying that I think like 7 years ago, if you could get in on Bitcoin or whatever for like $1,000, and now you're sitting on, if you had an entire coin, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was the time to get in, and now it's like, I don't even know what.
Well, the people who are saying, oh, well, it's going to $1 million a coin. I don't know, man. It took, it was at 20,000 in 2017. It took 3 years to get back here. Took 3 years to get back to 20,000. I really can't imagine it's going to $1 million. As I tell people, look, man, you want to double up your money. The stock market exists. There's always opportunities to double up. I would just buy some stocks you like. Go buy some Facebook or something stupid. Buy an ETF, make it 10%. Yeah, Dick does love Bitcoin, but Dick.
Yeah, the philosophy is great, but whatever.
Dick Masterson is a big advocate of Bitcoin, but I mean, Dick is also an advocate of setting up his own Patreon alternative. Why do I keep losing internet, for the love of God?
You should have somebody who's like a Bitcoin expert on, because I'd be curious to hear what somebody with in-depth
on.
Yeah.
But I have the feeling that I would start to get like, I don't know. I would just be too skeptical. I'd be like, I don't get it. Doesn't sound right.
Well, that's fair, but I think you're pretty fair. I mean, you're not to use this Fox term, but you're pretty fair and balanced.
Yeah. Ethan, did I hang up on you by accident, or did you mute yourself? I think he muted himself.
Maybe he bowed out.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming by, Ethan. Not to knock you off. As I was gonna say real quick about the Saudi princes, though, my buddy's brother owns a knife emporium on the Vegas Strip.
Holy
if you ever go to Las Vegas and you want to look at some fancy knives, the funny thing is, like, it's across from what, like the Hard Rock Casino, and it looks like such a dump. But then inside, he says what happens is these Saudi princes fly in to Vegas, right? And some of them are just like are crazy with the money, and they'll come and they'll buy this 7,200 Damascus dagger. Wow, look at that.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that. Custom made Vegas forged. Actually, that looks pretty stupid. Some of these knives I
Wow.
don't get it. But sometimes I like to look at the knives that my brother's buddy is selling to the Saudis. They have private look at this okay, a anodized blue titanium latch double-edged Damascus blade at Balisong, $3,200 for a knife. And
They got
I always tell them
oil
like,
wells.
That's the thing is they buy a couple of these things. I don't think any of these knives look that cool. I'm looking at this
Wait.
knife. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $3,000 on
It
this.
doesn't. These
I don't
dude,
get
of
it.
course it's not cool, man. The thing is their job is spending money. That's how much money they can make from just pulling something out of the earth and then selling it, for at 100% profit. It's like the only way they're going to like get rid of this money is if they spend like $1 million of it a day.
That's true. That's true. I'm trying to find a cool knife. They make these
Can
stormtrooper
he-
looking knives that are kind of cool.
Yeah, I want a knife that just like a big machete that just says "kill the weak."
Oh, all right. Here's all right. Steampunk knife for $7,600. That is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool looking steampunk knife. I'm not gonna pay $8,000 for it though. Anyway.
Well, you're
that's-
not. You're not a Saudi prince.
I'm not a Saudi prince. Sometimes I wish I was. Sometimes I wish I was.
Don't-
Tell you what,
don't
Lilo,
we
let's
all?
go for another 15 minutes. Take a couple more callers here. We'll make this a 2-hour show. I think 2 hours is a good amount of time. Let's try talking to Poco. Poco. Are you there? No, you're not. Let's talk to
Poco. Where did you
hold
go?
on, so- trying to get people on who I haven't seen before. Let's try talking to Deuce. Deuce, you there? Deuce Vow? Dookie?
Yes, I am. Oh my
Hey.
God,
What's up, dude?
I had myself muted.
No problem. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, do I sound like shit or is it good?
Sounds pretty okay. Sounds good.
Okay, well that's all I need.
Nice.
Howdy, Vito. Oh my God.
Howdy. What's
How's it
going on with
going?
you, buddy? What's on your mind?
I don't know. I guess I had a topic. To bring up. I want about the 2020 election.
Okay. What do you think about what is it? What do you think about the election?
I firmly believe that it was stolen, but not from who you think it is.
Okay.
Not from Trump. All right, I'm throwing you a curveball here.
Okay.
Right? I believe the U.S. election was stolen from my president, Kanye Omari West.
Kanye West, who we all remember voting for in the election. I put
That is
Kanye
true.
on my
It is
ballot.
true. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. No, it was stolen from not by the Democrats, but by the media. It's the truth.
I'm kicking myself for not buying that $200 Kanye hat and that $300 Kanye hoodie.
What are
I
was it
could
going for
not
now?
afford it.
Thousands?
What? Oh, who knows? I just want it for the historical artifact.
Was it a Kanye for president hat?
Yes, Kanye 2020.
That guy.
And it
that
was
guy.
beautiful. It was beautiful. It was just white text on a blank, a black hat.
Dude, he had purple. Yeah, it was a purple on black bill hat, and then a multi-purple like hoodie that was designed by Mr. West himself.
Yeah, and it was like $300 something for a whole set of it or something ridiculous like that.
Dude,
and that's
they
how
so-
you know it's a good president.
They so exactly. People they throw their money at his clothes.
I
I
think
mean, it
Kanye,
works.
Sold out in a matter of minutes.
Would Kanye have been better for our country than Biden?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
See, here's the thing that people don't understand. I remember during the whole, if you vote for Kanye is a vote for Trump thing, right?
Yeah.
People kept pushing that around, including just about every single news source, right?
Yeah.
But that's not true, and people don't realize, they don't care to look into the policies that Kanye West had presented with us, for us. I mean, because of that.
Choked on Rogan, didn't he?
I think so, but I think it was it was before the election. So yeah, he went on Joe Rogan.
He was asked some pretty specific policy, like foreign policy stuff, and he had no idea what to say.
Kanye was?
See,
yeah, he
that's
Kanye knows what his policy
want.
is. He's going to unite the world. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
All right. Unite the world. Get all the haters. All the haters are going to go. No haters in Kanye's America. We ain't got time for that.
There's no point in having any knowledge of foreign policies or politics or anything when all you have to do is simply pray to God.
Who do you pray to? You pray to Jesus. Okay,
that's exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well,
you go to the Jesus Sunday church and pray.
Sunday service. That's the only president you need is your Lord Jesus Christ. Thanks for coming by, Deuce. We're going to try and get a couple callers out of the way before we close this thing up. Oryx, are you there? My good friend Oryx has dropped the ball. Pokemon Man, are you there? Pokemon Man. Why does it say nobody has a microphone today? All right, well, he does not have a microphone. How about Olo? Is Olo there? Something wrong? Did that break something?
No.
Hey, what's up, Olo?
Not much. What's up with you?
Oh, your microphone is like really low.
I'll help you.
Can you bump it up?
Sorry.
Is his microphone really low for you, Coffin?
Yes.
Say something, Olo.
Yep.
Can you turn it up any more? Low in the mix.
I'm just trying to figure out who his icon is. Was it Jimmy Belafonte? Who
the
was
one
that?
wearing the suit? All right, Olo, we'll come back to you, buddy. Let's see. It looks like Oryx might be ready. Oryx, are you there?
Yeah, there we go. Sorry
Hey,
about
what's
that.
up, buddy? No problem. What's on your mind? We're taking some quick fire calls.
Yeah, so about the QAnon we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
I was talking with one of my friends, and the topic came up for right to be forgotten, and we were wondering, like, if a bunch of QAnon people are going to start finding out that what they've been posting on the internet and what people are realizing what they're saying is so jacked and insane, they're going to try and get it off the internet. And what's your opinion on right to be forgotten?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Right to be forgotten. It's never gonna happen. What can you do? You can't.
It's
You
yeah,
can't
it's a
do
game.
Here's what we need to do, and I'm dead serious. We got to teach a class in middle school. The second kids start getting on the internet, we got to teach a class, and we got to go, look, you get one chance at this, okay? If you start posting under your real name, saying stupid-ass shit, it ain't going nowhere. 30 years from now, you're going to try and get a government job, and they're going to find out that when you were a dumb 12-year-old kid, you were talking about how you can't wait to be a Russian spy or whatever else, and you ain't going to get that job. Either that or somebody's going to find some weird... I don't know, man. All sorts of stuff you can leave on that internet.
That Snowden guy talks about this a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
Where
Talks
it's,
about-
if you have a massive rap sheet of like a particular time in your life where you were either through your metadata or your presence on the internet, and obviously because all this stuff is being stored constantly without anybody looking at it, you know, in the future they're going to have the ability to obviously comb through just, you know,
yeah, the government's going to be able to look
miles
through
of data.
decades of every place you've been, everything you've said.
You establish that behavior at an early point, and then maybe you leave the internet or something, right? And you don't clear your name. It's like good luck beating that rap. That's the
exactly.
the issue. I think it's weird. I don't know. You should be maybe more cautious. I don't know.
Oh, and some people have wanted to set up the internet where you have to use your real name, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the solution. I don't know what you do. Basically, you hope nobody cares. Seems to be the way you live your life on the internet now. Because if somebody
Yeah.
takes an interest in you and they decide, I want to get this guy fired because he says something, he said he doesn't like Star Wars, which is my nightmare. Somebody
Yeah.
goes, oh, if he doesn't like Star Wars, let me fuck with him. Let me figure out how he works. Let me email members of the industry that he works in and falsely claim that he participated in Gamergate. That was fun. That was cool. Thanks, guy who did that. You know who you are. Gamergate.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with. I wasn't even around when Gamergate happened.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what I was doing during Gamergate? I was writing a novel which sucks and no one will read. Coffin, I think you have a copy of it. No,
I
wait,
do.
you kept asking.
Well,
me
no,
for a
you
copy.
never. Yeah, you
Yeah.
never sent it, and I'm like, man, I want to proof this for you.
Well, because it sucks.
I'll make it better, you jerk.
All right, I'm gonna send it.
Jesus.
I'll send it to you with the caveat that I have to like put some notes and be like, look, these parts are like kind of cringy and embarrassing, and I'm gonna cut them out. You know, 'cause there's some stuff
I'll
like
be
that
your
where you're
editor.
like, ah, that's a bad chapter.
Listen, I'll edit it for you. Don't worry.
All right.
You're gonna get it back, and you're gonna go, wow, I love my baby.
I want to rewrite the whole thing.
You should.
My plan was I was going to take February off to write a novel, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I might have to push it to March, and then it's going to be one of those things where I keep pushing it and keep pushing it, and I never do it.
Sounds very
I
cosmopolitan.
got to write a
of
book.
you.
I got to write a book. I got this young adult novel I've been wanting to make. Anyway, man, I don't know what's going on with kids on the internet. Everything sucks. Everybody's trying to get me canceled. We got to teach kids about cancel culture and what they can do to avoid it, because right now it's a nightmare.
I
Thanks
think
for
a
the
really
topic,
big
Orcs,
issue
man.
is like,
Well,
oh, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna wrap
It's a
it
privacy
fire.
issue.
I appreciate
It's a
it.
privacy issue. It's a privacy issue, baby.
It's a privacy issue. It's a privacy issue. It's a privacy issue. Let's talk to Nicholas.
I'm telling you this much. Wait, let me actually. I want to say
Okay,
a few things
real
about this
quick.
because I'm very impassioned about this. Is
Yeah.
the fact that, like I was saying before, it really doesn't matter that Joe Schmo, not the user that we spoke to earlier, but just the Joe Plumber, right, of the world. Like, it doesn't matter that people share weird, stupid information, be it true or not, right? What matters is when people who have a massive, influential platform don't discredit it and also use it to their advantage. They wield it, right? That's the issue. So it's one of those things where it's like, I think you should have the ability to pull your data, to pull your presence whenever you'd like to, because it really is of no consequence until there's somebody who uses it like that imbecile that we just had to suffer for 4 years, right? That's the issue, baby. That's the only
Yeah,
issue. So
the
that right
question
to be
is-
forgotten is
Yeah.
not even right to be forgotten. It's just the right to your data. It's the right that you get to put in and take out what you would like, because you're nobody. You're not like, if you're an author, it's a little bit different. You become a celebrity, a little bit different. You have a bigger audience, right? But when you're just a normal citizen, there's a distinction, and it's not even a difficult conversation. So it doesn't, none of this shit falls in the little man, right? It all falls in the institutions and the people that wield legitimate and verified historical power. That's it.
Yeah, but
So
what counts as a publisher? I mean, if I put a picture on the internet, am I allowed to later say, "Hey Google, delete every instance of that picture"?
yeah, I mean, I think you should. Yes, I don't think that we should. I mean, we sign our rights away, obviously, whenever we agree to those bullshit terms, because we can use them in perpetuity. It's like, well, then pay me. If you're not paying me, then guess what? This isn't a transaction like that, and it's not. It doesn't stand.
It's complicated.
So I don't know.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Nicolades if he's there. Nicolades, you there? I don't think he's there. All right. Well, oh wait, did I not unmute you, Nicolades? Hello.
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 Can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you?
All right. Welcome. Hello from Greece, by the way.
Whoa,
From Greece, the Greeks.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The
Haven't had
old
good
good
Greek
Greeks
food in
that
a while.
now owe money everywhere.
Yeah, you guys love taking money from all of us. I
Yo,
don't care.
your metal scene, your black metal and your death metal is like the choicest shit on planet Earth, by the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I actually used to listen to those things.
Dude,
But
it's really
now
good.
I'm
Don't
more of
stop.
an electro swing guy.
Electro Scream. Uh-oh, you might have a new friend.
No, electro swing. Swing.
Oh, swing.
You know,
yeah, everybody's getting
swing.
into that.
Yeah, there's also those channels that do remixes of almost everything, and they do it electro swing.
Nice.
I gotta check it out. Anyway, man,
Alright,
what's on your
so-
mind, buddy?
Well, I don't know. Maybe that these guys with the conspiracy theories all the time, they annoy me a lot because they have this attitude of superiority. I know everything, but I do not really provide the evidence. You know?
I've run into that a lot where they go, "Oh, you don't believe in it? What are you, a sheep?" You know, and you're like, "Well, I would like to see some evidence." And they go, "Yeah, you'd like to see some evidence," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Yes, that is what I would like
Go
to see."
search it for yourself. Do your own research. What is
Yeah.
this shit? You
Burden of proof.
You are the accuser in a court situation. Let's say,
right?
The accuser is responsible for providing the evidence.
Yeah, they
not
really
the
do not
defendant.
understand that negative. They go, "Well, can you prove that Biden won?" And I'm like, "That's not how this works. It's not up
You
to me to
cannot
prove that
prove
he
a double
won.
negative.
It's
It's like-
Did you
accepted that-
witness? Did you witness the hostility earlier when I was asking for proof of any of these claims, and it was like, "Oh, I'm all of a
Yeah.
sudden I'm a thing."
You're a
So-
member.
so
you're one of the. You're
If
one of
you
them,
ca-
man.
if you
You're
come
in on it.
into any show, even if it's a random show, like Grodd, who cares, or the other guy, I don't remember his name. You have to bring your own homework on the show.
That's
if
what
you
I
wanna
tell
prove-
people. I tell them, "Hey, I'm happy to listen to what you want to say, but you never bring me anything." Like Frill, he goes, "Vito, you're always enabling these censors on YouTube or on Twitter," and I go, "Oh, like which one?" He goes, "Well, I can't name any of them." I'm like, "Well, what do I do with that information then? What do you want me to do?" I don't know. Piscondo saying you do have to prove a candidate won. Okay, we proved it. We counted the votes. That's our proof. What else? What other proof do you want us to provide? It's happened. We proved it. We have the
I
proof.
used
The
to watch
proof is the number of votes for the guy. I don't know. Do you get a
Uh,
lot of conspiracy theorists in Greece?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh really? I didn't know
I
if you were
don't.
more
I don't
level-headed
have them
people.
personally, but I have seen some videos, and
Yeah.
they're dogs. You know,
I never
used to
know
watch
if Americans are more crazy than anybody else. I really can't tell. It's hard.
They kind of are because your whole, let's say, mythology. You know, the aliens thing.
Yeah.
This is the American mythology, in my opinion. We had the ancient Greeks with their mythology. You have the aliens. This
Pretty good
originated as conspiracy theories. This is their conspiracy theories in the whole view. You know, aliens are coming and they're probing us and our cows.
Yeah, they're taking our cows.
This is clearly a conspiracy theory that started with people noticing slight instances of America doing, spy plane
Spy planes, weather satellites, of course. Yes.
tests, and people started noticing weird things. They filmed them, and that's how the aliens started. And there's a Quinton Reviews. Have you seen this? Have you seen this
I
channel?
know that guy's channel. I should. Does he have a video about this?
Yeah, he has a video about Area 51. It explains it pretty well.
Oh, okay.
That's where I get the thing
Well, I'll
of the
have
mythology.
to check that out, man. Well, Nicolaides, thanks for calling from Greece. Hopefully I can have you on longer next time, but I appreciate you coming
Wait.
by, all right, buddy? Yeah, one more thing.
Let me ask one thing, Nikolai. Wait, have you seen any UFOs?
No, he hasn't seen any UFOs. All right, Nicolaides,
No.
thanks for coming by, buddy. What are you trying to say, that it's real? Oh, God, I'm being attacked by...
What? Wait, what's
He's gone.
real?
He's gone. No, the aliens. Are the aliens real?
Well, which ones?
Oh, God, we're going to have to talk about this sometime. Let's get, who else we got here? Let's try talking to Mr. Spicy Take. I just died, by the way. Mr. Spicy, you there?
Hey, Vito.
Hey, real
thanks
quick,
for having me on.
Absolutely. I do want to say, to Tim505, says Joe Biden is America's worst president already. We'll see if that's true. I don't know if that's true. We'll see. Anyway, go ahead, my caller, my lover, my Mr. Spice. Rapid fire, baby.
Well, I
Give me a
was
quick one.
all right. Well, I was initially gonna come on here and talk about politics, but you guys have talked about it a lot. One thing I just want to say about the fucking QAnon bullshit is that the reason why I just can't believe that shit exists is because it would take so many people to keep that shit secret, that
Amen.
it would eventually come to light, just like the fucking JFK moon landing.
Just like the
by
moon
now,
landing, yeah.
yeah, by now we would have found out that shit happened. It's completely
That's what
absurd.
people don't. Yeah, that's what every conspiracy theory comes down to. I mean, you talk about Sandy Hook. Okay, so you're telling me every family at that school who had a dead kid was an actor family. Okay.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
means the kids since birth have been FBI agents. Okay, and then after the fact, what do you do with all these actor kids? And what happens when one of those kids turns 25?
Yeah, where do they go?
Oh my God, I hoodwinked the entire American public by convincing everyone I was dead. I'm gonna just go on any news station who would what news station is not gonna be like, yeah, we won't do an interview with a kid who's claiming he was an actor in Sandy Hook?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
They always say, well, the FBI would...
they'd have to kill everyone. They'd have to kill everyone, and then everyone would notice that everyone died. And then everyone, what's the saying? 3 people can keep a secret if 2 are dead. That's the only way you get away with that. And people, because they're now in the public light, would see that these people are disappearing and dying. I mean,
how do you stop a dozen families? Okay, you constantly be dealing with the fact that one of them goes, hey, you don't throw me an extra 20 grand. Let's say you pay them $1 million a piece.
Exactly.
And one guy goes and blows it all at the track, and he goes, hey, you better give me another $1 million or I'm going to blow this whole thing wide open. Next thing you know, you got FBI agents who are constantly having to kill all these people. You'd have to have the biggest FBI organization just dedicated to hunting down all the actors who go rogue.
And for what?
To expose
what's the fucking point?
Exactly.
What's the point of doing all this?
What's the point of doing
It's so obscenely cavernous and stupid.
Yeah, it really is.
There's Occam's razor is a thing that obviously nobody is aware of one iota in terms of what it means, and not because it is an element or a definition of something. It's like literally you are creating a labyrinth of insane details that are meaningless, but because of the heft, the amount of the lies, it becomes true somehow. It's type 2 error. It's terrible that people believe this shit.
Yeah, I really
Go ahead.
Yeah, I really agreed with a lot of things you said this stream, Coffin, especially with the reason why I think Biden is better than Trump. I really didn't like Hillary. I thought both of them were shitty in the 2016 election. I mean, the Clintons are fucking stone cold gangsters. But
they're bad people, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're bad people. But the reason why I think Biden is better is because because he's trying to unite. He's trying to unite, and Trump, like you said, is like he's giving credence to these fucking horrible conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
I mean, like, before they had no credence. They were just saying it. No one was fucking listening. But when the president of the United States, the leader of the free world, says those people are good people, then they have the biggest,
I heard they just really love our country. I heard they just really love our country. I love our country. I don't want to murder all the Democrats, okay? Like, you love our country and not... I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer loved our country, okay? I'm sure Charles Manson loved our country so much that he tried to start a race war. I'm not going to speak positively of the guy.
Yes,
okay? Yeah, exactly.
It's easy.
And I just imagine the Capitol riot, but if, like, a congressperson had died. Right? Because some of those people went there with intentions to fucking kill Nancy Pelosi or hang Mike Pence. So if they had just been a little more organized, because the Secret Service were totally caught off guard. It's a complete national embarrassment. If they were just a little more organized, this group, they could have killed dozens of congressmen. I mean, this would, people were saying, oh, this is some third world shit. That would have been like, really the end of our democracy. Yeah, it would have been.
It could have been very bad.
Spice, I hear what you're saying. It's a big topic, but thanks for bringing it up. It is true.
Let me plug one book that I did not write. It's called The Clintons. It's called The Clintons. No One Left to Lie to. It's an excellent
No One Left
book.
to Lie to. Sounds good. All right, Logic. Give me 2 seconds. Come on, say hi. I want to rapid fire this.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
No problem.
So yeah, I just wanted to say. Been a long time listener. Really have enjoyed the show. Trying to get off of the politics thing. Have you actually been watching any of the anime from this recent season? I guess because 2020 was kind of dead for it.
I haven't been watching anime. I want you to give me one recommendation that I should watch. Go.
You should definitely take a look at Agretsuko actually was a pretty decent one that ended up being
Agretsuko about the cat lady who was an office lady.
Yeah, the red panda bullshit.
I actually have watched that. It's pretty good. I don't like the voice acting for
Nice.
some reason. All right, thanks, Logic. That was Logic. Rapid fire this. Kilgoy, go. You got 2 seconds.
Oh, yo,
Kill.
Vito. Okay.
Yo.
Okay. You asked for. You said that the votes have been counted. That there was proof that Biden won the election. But what people in the chat have been saying, and I've been saying, we should audit the votes. I mean, what's so wrong with having an audit to show that there was no,
All right. You want a nationwide audit?
Yes, for every state, red, blue, fucking purple, whatever it is, both sides. I mean, I just want transparency.
And when you say an audit, you don't mean a recount. What do you mean?
Audit, recount, examination of the signatures, examination of everything.
Okay.
Because there seems to be a lot of people out there that do not trust what happened in the election. Not saying that anything happened, because I don't want to, fuck up your YouTube channel, but I definitely think we should have some sort of audit going on everywhere.
Do we have to do it for every election or just this?
Yeah,
one?
how many times we got to do it? Which states need to do it? And is it to appease the people that lost, or is it to appease the people that won, or who was the audit for?
I'd say audits for the American people, regardless whether someone lost or won. I mean,
so counting them initially is not the audit.
The thing is, the first time you count them is already an audit. I don't know.
Well, why did they do it in 2000? Bush v. Gore. For what reason?
They did audits of contested states where the margin of error. If the vote margin is close enough in a state, they have to do it by law, do a recount to make sure they got it. If it's within like 1,000 votes or 10,000 votes.
Yeah.
Look, I hear what you're saying. All right, I'm hanging up, but I love you. I hear what you're saying. I know what everybody's saying. The question is, how do you do an audit? Where do you do an audit? And would it even matter? Would anyone actually believe? If you think that the vote was stolen by members of the government, by Joe Biden, why would you trust a government-led audit? Okay, you already have government officials telling you, Republican government officials telling you, that, look, man, we've looked at the evidence and there's nothing here. Okay, wouldn't the Republicans, of all people, want to make sure that the Republican candidate got the fairest election possible? Again, I wish we had every resource in the world to whatever, but nobody's giving me specifics on what you want to audit. I don't know. Let's talk to Jun Taka. Jun Taka.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah, hit me quick.
Thanks. Okay, I'll be quick. I really liked your Battle Angel Alita video. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm also really looking forward for a sequel if they're ever gonna make it.
Yes.
Do you know if James Cameron is actually working on the sequel for Avatar or Battle Angel Alita?
I can guarantee that James Cameron's every resource is devoted to those stupid Avatar sequels that he's been working on for 1,000,000 years. If an Alita sequel is made, I doubt he will have any involvement beyond having his name on it. He's just going to hand it off to whoever else. I have heard there's a chance they might do something, because it was Fox who did it, so Disney owns it. I could see them doing a on-the-cheap Alita sequel for Disney Plus or something of that nature. We will see what happens. Let's hope that the spirit of Alita lives on. Let's talk to the homeless chef real quick. Mike, what are you cooking tonight?
Damn it.
What are you cooking? The homeless chef.
Homeless chef, I love it, dude.
Jerking off. Mike, come on.
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
What are you cooking tonight in the bus?
Actually, I don't think I'm cooking anything in the bus. Hanging out with a couple of friends, and we're gonna do some beaner food.
Yeah, don't say that. Some food made with beans is what I hear.
Yeah, food made with beans. There you go.
Yeah, some bean food. Fantastic. Making some tacos, making some burritos.
I don't know, burritos or tacos?
Sure.
Fajitas, bucket, halfway.
Yeah, I'm a taco man. It's easier. All right, Mike, we're running through people, but hey, stay frosty.
All good.
All right, I love you. That was good. My good friend, the homeless chef, Foxman. You 1 second. Did I talk to you?
Oh, am I on?
Yeah, did we talk or no?
No, we didn't. This is my first. Hey, Vito. Really love your show, man.
I don't have anything to say. I was just listening in, and it's just like a
wanted
lot
to
of
say hi. Well, thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate that.
and really like your show.
Oh, I
Keep
really
up the good-
appreciate that. Thank you, Foxman. That was my good friend Foxman. Let's talk. Dark Mage, you there?
Hey, man.
Hey, I can hear you. Hit me quick.
So I just wanted to ask your opinion on like an even more budget version of the quartering. You hear of a guy named Yellow Flash 2?
Sorry, can you speak up a little bit? You're kind of low.
Sorry, my mic's kind of bad, but so there's this like YouTuber who's like an even more budget version of the quartering. His name is Yellow Flash 2, and I want to know if you have
Oh,
an
Yellow
opinion on it.
Flash. Yes, I'm aware of Yellow Flash. What's my opinion
like-
on him?
Yeah.
All right, here's my opinion on Yellow Flash. I don't want to start no drama with no YouTubers. Let me real quick. I'm gonna look at his content, and I'll give you an honest opinion. How's that? YouTube.com. I think he follows me on Twitter, so I can't be talking trash about the man. Let's take a look. Do you watch Yellow Flash, my good friend Coffin McCune?
I do not.
I know he's one of these guys who's got more subscribers than me now
Well-
because he actually puts out content.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I know this stuff kind of by proxy because of you.
Okay.
Like whenever you bring up the quartering dude or even that Vash guy, Vash, whatever.
All right, I'm gonna give you a couple titles here. Neil Druckmann ready to feminize the Punisher. Poker gets problematic. NPC Puritans are ruining poker. Let's see. NPC
Uh-oh.
Media try to spin Batwoman. WandaVision is toxic, says weirdo NPC. He likes
Damn,
the NPC word.
he's going for that outrage dollar.
Yeah, Domino's Pizza meltdown from the NPC Puritans. Neil Druckmann's failure is complete by having an award-winning video game and making millions of dollars from it. Okay, so here's my opinion on Toxic Flash. If you like this content, enjoy it. I like his font. I use this font. This is Obelisk Pro. So he's a man of excellent font choices. And that is my official opinion on the good Yellow Flash. Not the kind of content I typically seek out, but hey, if you're making it work, make it work. What can I say? Make it work for you. Let's see if Dark Mage is there real quick. Dark Mage.
Yeah, I don't really like him, but I don't really care if anyone does.
Yeah.
That's
You're the
just
one
my
who
people.
brought him up, right?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, God bless him. I got nothing to say. Make it. If you think the NPCs are taking over, let people know about it. Karink, you there?
Yeah, yo. You hear me?
Yeah, kinda. Why is everybody so low in the mix?
Don't know, my mic has some problems, I think.
Yeah, everybody's got a low mic tonight. It's killing me. All right, Karink, give me a quick one.
America is not the only place with crazy people.
Yeah,
The
where else
Netherlands has
has the
them too.
crazy people?
The
Where?
Netherlands too.
The
Holland.
Netherlands has crazy people. Poland.
No,
you're calling in
Holland.
from
No,
Holland. Holland. How's Holland right now?
Currently our government quit.
Government quit. That's not good. That's usually bad.
No, yeah, the reason is they didn't listen to a group of parents that were suffering for like 10 years because of faulty tax ending, I think.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens in Holland. It sounds a bit above my pay grade in terms of what's going on. Controversial political man, are you there?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Can you hit me quick?
Hey, yeah. So I wanted to go back on that Kanye situation.
Yeah.
If Kanye did become president, do you think he would shoot a music video in the White House or something?
Would
without a
Kanye
doubt.
shoot a music video? Yes. I don't know why.
Dude, he
had-
would have.
Yeah.
He would have shot a music video at the inauguration.
I think every moment of that presidency would be a music video, and it would be fantastic, and that's what we need. CMC Advance, sorry to get to you late. Hit me.
Hot damn, Vito. I had notes and everything. My
bring
God, I
'em
can
on
smell you through
Friday.
the internet and you smell beautiful, my man.
Bring them on Friday. We'll do a show on Friday. What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Hit me quick.
Ah, boy. Yeah, bring them on Friday. Most of them were about Grodd. It's all right. I was just,
We've given Grodd enough
thinking- trouble
tonight. Let the boy
yeah,
nurse his
no, I
wounds
don't-
in peace. He's got to deal with the reptiles.
I don't want to give the man trouble. I don't want to give you trouble. Oh, what the hell? I sent you a message, Vito. I wasn't trying to suck your dick or anything, but I fell and it slipped.
Yeah, It'll happen.
You need some. You need some good. You know, you need some good vibrations, I guess, to use that terribly hippie phrase. But I can't.
I agree. All right, CMC. You got anything else?
Don't appreciate it.
All right, I'll see you on Friday. It's going nowhere. Did we talk to Chocolate Noodle? I don't know if we did. I don't think we
no,
did.
not while I was
Noodle?
on. No,
buddy.
Hey Vito, thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Yes. What do you got for me?
I wanted to talk about Evangelion because the first video I saw of yours was
go ahead.
Your Belle Delphine bathwater video that turned into the ending of Evangelion, and I was reminded that I still have no idea where to watch the fourth movie.
Oh, well, it's not out yet.
It's not. I thought it was out in Japan, but
no, they pushed it. They pushed it back because of the coof, the quarantine. It's been pushed back. The last Evangelion movie, we'll see, maybe a couple months from now. It's gonna suck, though I appreciate the audacity of it. Did you see the preview for it? It's ridiculous. I'm gonna put that on screen real quick. Thanks, Chocolate Noodle. I think the last guy to talk to is my friend Brian. Brian, close us out.
Oh, hey, I don't know how you feel about this topic. It might be a little controversial. I was wondering what your opinion is on religion as a whole.
Religion
if you don't want to talk
as
about
a
it, that makes
whole.
sense.
Oh, that's a deep one. What do I think about religion? Here's the thing about religion is I do think that... Uh-oh, my internet went down for a second. Coming back?
It was mostly on my mind because I don't remember who it was, but he talked about how Kanye should just pray as if that's a good political opinion to have.
Yeah.
And I just thought that might be a little ridiculous. And I was just thinking if you had any opinions on it.
What do I think about? I think that it would be good if the problem we have right now is that we got rid of religion a little too quick. Right now, people are not going to church. People are believing in God less and less. And frankly, religion was one of these things that used to unite people in a strange way. You know, you used to see your buddies at church every Sunday. You all had a common sort of belief system. Was it a perfect thing? No. Did it result in us doing some things that were kind of ridiculous? Absolutely. But there's got to be a better cut of this Evangelion. Well, we got to find a replacement for religion. We tried to replace it with patriotism. We tried to replace it with the Cold War. Everybody band together against the Russians. Didn't really work. We need something better. We need something to unite the man-animal. And I hope that we find it. You know what's going to unite the man-animal? You know what I think it is? You know what's going to unite us all, Brian?
What's that?
It's going to be the Vito Show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vito Show, bringing people together. I want to thank my guest, the great Coffin McCune. Coffin, how do we find you?
Thank you.
How do we find you?
You find me well on Twitter. It's Lord_Delicious. Follow me on Twitch. It's Skeleton Trash Bag.
Skeleton Trash Bag.
Just say, hey, man. Listen, I might sound like a jerk, but I'm pretty much just a jerk. So just yeah, say hey if you see me out there.
Say hi. Follow my good friend. I'd say just Google Skeleton Trash Bag and it'll probably give you links to everything, right?
Yep.
Yes. And you can check out skeletontrashbag.com to find some fantastic t-shirts, including one of my favorites. Although I've run into a problem, McCune. I can no longer wear black t-shirts.
Why not?
Because my
You got white deodorant or something or what?
Because my cats shed like a motherfucker. And I can't get it off these black shirts. It takes forever.
You know what you got to get is a lint roller, dude.
I get a lint roller, but do I really want to spend 20 minutes lint rolling a shirt every morning? It drives me nuts.
Well, you got 5 of them.
Club. I got 5 of them. I got too many cats for this. Where's the?
Yeah.
Did you take down the? What's the?
Ham Beast?
Yeah, where's Ham Beast? It's not on here.
No, Ham Beast is up there still. That's a classic.
No, I'm on Whitey's now.
Yeah, you're on Whitey's. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Ham Beast is there.
Oh, I'm in best selling. Let's go to alphabetical real quick. Can't corner the donor, I'll tell you that.
That's one of the most sought after shirts.
I swear to God, I just searched. It's by alphabetical. It's not here anymore.
Well, I didn't think I took it down.
You blew it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Vito Show. We're going to be back on Friday. If for some reason you had something big you wanted to talk about and you weren't able to get it out of your system, we will be back. But I appreciate all of you, especially everybody who super chatted, including the great Joe Schmo, who dropped a big hundo in the chat.
I like that guy.
Bringing the pizza fun to a delightful 191.69. 69, baby. Nice. Daddy's buying some pizza pie. We will be back. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends about the Vito Show. And if you would like to join the Discord, be a part of our conversations, chat in the after chat or whatever else, don't forget to check out Patreon.